deep roster and an explosive roster. They beat every single team remaining in this tournament except one. Dillon Jones, his first hit.
Dillon on the basketball.
Jones putting the moves here on Lecolot. Room service tray layup. As he holds it out and gets it to go. 13 of the last two Big Sky Conference tournaments. The Bobcats winning both of them on their way to taking the championship. Jones burst to speed. He has 9, and the lead is up to 9. Their biggest of the game.
Basket.
Clock at 5. Here goes the league's MVP. Behind the back, leans inside, swatted out of there by Sam Leck.
Defensively, let's see if he can assert himself a little bit more this second 20 minutes.
Jones to work immediately. The MVP with an and one and a double-digit lead.
The back 20-point games where he went 10 of 16 from the three-point line. Not only is he 6'8" and can shoot it, he's got a very, very high release point on that jump shot.
Alex Chu collecting the loose. Chu finds Jones inside. Another and one in this second half for the most valuable player in the Big Sky.
And that's exactly that Gary Patterson played at Utah State. His mother played at Montana State, so pretty good basketball bloodline.
Wild action back and forth. Now with their season on the line here in the quarterfinals, Dillon Jones is able to get the lead back, and he stops that run.
And that's how they get out of it. They give it to the player.
Minutes left to play. Jones playing with tremendous force all night, specifically in this second half. He steps back. Can't get it. Turner the board. Pedal down.
It's really a precision pass.
Jones. Great defense. Lecolot. Blaze 3. No. Another putback. Yes. Chu. It's a timeout. Garacki. Jones is blocked. Lecolot. Another great defensive play.
Now just doing everything for his team.
Jones finally stops the bleeding for Weber State. They're still 1% before that. The scouting report changed on him. That's for dang sure with him shooting that well. Dillon Jones short on the 3. Jones tonight with 19 points. It'll go up. 17-point game. Jones misfires, Blaze 3 at the O board. He whips it out in
for his teammates to follow his lead.
Now here's the guy we kept an eye on at the start of the game, Dillon Jones. He's going to the NBA at the end of the season. And he's off left, rebounded by Walker.
Get both feet under him. I think, players play off of 1 foot instead of 2. He seems to play off of 2 more often.
Jones driving off the window. First time we've really seen him try to force the issue and maybe do that here. It's a one-possession game. Jones double came, and he scores over top of it. Brian Garacki had the help.
And a little bit of contact, too.
Your leading scorer. Jones is your season leading scorer. And he can do that.
No, that's unstoppable. You got a big guy out there, and you say, okay, you got size.
Now watch how Montana State plays Dillon Jones. Letting him score or letting him distribute. And it's him going to the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Garacki.
Well, drive and drop off.
Inside the final 2 minutes here in the first half. 3. Cash. Dillon Jones, his teammates finding him with that win over Northern Arizona. Weber wins tonight, it doesn't matter. They've got the tiebreaker. Wildcats trying to be the 2 seed. Jones putting the team on his back. Montana State is locked in. We are tied at 43.
Of course we are.
Last lead for Montana State came at the 4:24 mark in the first. Lead goes back to Dillon Jones and Weber.
Hanging tough, they really are.
Against the number 2 team in this conference at the start of play tonight. Jones, best player in this conference, and that's why his body control is fantastic.
Well, one-on-one, and that's not what Matt Logie wanted to come out of the timeout with a turnover.
And look at Jones just breaking down his man, takes Olmstead to the rim and scores.
I really don't know how you guard him one-on-one when he gets into the paint right now.
Dillon Jones is 8 of 10 from the floor. Okay. Step back. Oh my goodness, he's 9 of 11, and that's the toughest one he's taken tonight. First half and here in the second.
Crowd into the game now.
Jones rising. 24 points, not those two. And it's a monster
To go down double digits.
Jones is going to play in the NBA, and he misses the three. He had 24 points, 3 quarters through. That's back-to-back stops. Now it's Jones, straight downhill, forced the issue, dunk putback for Alex Chu.
Well, that's what you're talking about. And why does he get the putback?
Undefeated when they have 4 players in double figures, 11-0 for the season when they got 4 guys in double digits.
And here's the starting lineup here for Northern Arizona. You mentioned back.
Jay Cunningham and Verplanken and Dillon Jones. It's you just hope that emotion is not wasted on non-basketball issues, so to speak.
Had a tough time out of the blocks in the previous matchup with these two teams.
Jaden Jackson coming off a really good game for him. 15 points, 8 rebounds over in Pocatello.
Weber State with 3 field goals, all of them scored on putbacks. It's a very good team.
Well, Tony, as we talked before about these two coaches, it's hard not to root for both of them, but every time there's a miraculous win, it's a heartbreaking loss for someone else.
What was that like?
Ball. Northern Colorado, 17 turnovers in that game. That's a whole lot of possessions where you don't get a shot.
They also have the most valuable player, and that helps.
I tell you what, the performance, Dillon Jones, defense out, and then just left a gap right down the middle that Basham rode to and got an easy basket.
Jones on the fadeaway, no good. Fort the rebound.
Fort, a very good rebounder for starts. He's played 26 games, a big, good-looking freshman from Dana Point High School.
Fouled and one. Dillon Jones. 26 points at Northern Arizona. Hit all 3 3-pointers against Idaho State, and all of them oh so important in a double OT win. Jones inside and one. Just business as usual for the preseason unanimous MVP. At 15 points in Pocatello, he had 9 points and 8 rebounds with 4 assists against Weber State. What a reverse by Dillon Jones.
Just a terrific finish in a crowd there by Dillon.
Out here the first half, Dillon Jones off to the left side against McLaughlin. Shakes, drives, left it off the mark, got it back, and the first half comes to an end with Weber State up by 6.
Well, a very competitive game.
Who stands his ground?
Nice job by you. Both those centers playing with 2 fouls that they got in the first half, not playing long minutes. So look for them to play virtually every minute of this half as long as they stay out.
Weber State, 3 fouls for Dyson Kohler. Liam Lloyd with 4 for Northern Arizona. Here is Jones, high off the glass and in.
And
Jones with 12.
Jaden Jackson, great defense there.
But misfires. Anjay Tamba comes down with that rebound. He's had some important minutes with Chu out. Jones splitting defenders to the reverse. 14, 10, and 5 of 11 from the outside. Northern Arizona.
Dillon Jones, the leading defensive rebounder in the entire nation.
And that shot blocked out of there. Musaka coming.
It's back Tout and Worcestersville. Look for Rockwell Reynolds and or Musaka to both redshirt and get a little bit bigger in the weight room.
On the drive, Jones and the foul.
Cares about Northern Arizona. Just a classy guy who, oh, by the way, is a pretty darn good coach, too.
Dillon Jones, businesslike with 21, 13, and 7.
Might as well be trying to eat Captain Crunch with a cold sores trying to guard him after that.
Dillon Jones, MVP against MVP. And Jones misses this one, but steps back for 3 and misfires there. St. Thomas, the best rebounder in the conference.
He is just quick, has a hiccup off that little crossover dribble. He blew by an awful good defender in KJ Cunningham.
Dillon Jones swishes the 3. Weber State up 15-10.
In the last 6 games, he was player of the week a couple weeks ago after averaging over 20 in their weekend series.
Jones back to work against St. Thomas. A little too strong. Reynolds collects his feet.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
Kohler gives back to Jones. He's hit a 3 earlier. He'll step back against Abercrombie. Left this one short. Jones now 1 of 5 from the field.
Well, that came off of a turnover. As you said, Alex Chu should have probably pulled the trigger on that instead of trying to pass it.
Jones unable to answer, and so far Dillon Jones pulls it off. What a rebound by Chu. Outside to Jones. He'll launch from way outside. It's a little bit long, and Dillon Jones is 1 of 7.
DNDI did not draw iron.
Jones, hesitation move, nice through the defense and scores.
Good explosion by Dillon.
Goes to Abercrombie, guarded by Kohler. He tries to give it to Wisney, it's stolen away. Weber State, the number 2 team in steal percentage in the conference. Dillon Jones, a terrific start to the second half.
Dillon Jones already in the front.
No good. Jones, his 14th carom.
And see Dyson Kohler faking at that double team made all the difference in the world.
Dillon Jones playing with force, playing with pulls back with that fadeaway. It's no good, and Reeves, so far tonight, 3 of 9. Jones has been fabulous in the second half. He continues to pour it on. And don't be surprised if they happen to meet up in Boise. All the matchups when it comes to Boise could be incredible. Dillon Jones with 12 in the second half. Kohler ahead for Jones. Blaze 3, deep in the paint. Out to Jones, wide open for 3. The MVP candidate misfires a foul.
Tony, with a game this late in the game, something that's going to play big. As you pointed out, Weber State has 2 fouls to give before they get the Bears to the 1-on-1, and the Bears 1 foul to give.
And that from deep tonight. Dillon Jones, MVP candidate, nearing a triple-double. Needs 1 more assist. With 3 seconds, goes against St. Thomas. Hits it on the rim, no good. Here come the Bears. Down
to coming away with a win.
Weber State in a drought. Dillon Jones tries to change it, overshoots the basket, and the jump ball is called.
Weber State needs to score in a hurry, and then they need to play the foul game again. I'm not sure they needed the foul last time.
Jones, no good on the 3. The loose ball to the ground. What a good. Weber State with a timeout. It doesn't mean they'll use it. Dillon Jones, MVP candidate. Book it, mark it, vote it. Dillon Jones puts Weber State.
Assist for St. Thomas.
Really, he's had some phenomenal performances earlier this season to get some key wins. Dillon Jones, no good. Theo Hughes collect in Ogden in a back-and-forth game. They lead by 4 here in overtime. Dillon Jones, 23 points, and launches for 3. Misfires, gets it back, launches again, no good again. Dillon Jones, 1 of 9 from beyond the arc. 22nd rebound.
A new career high rebounding
from
line.
Behind, Freak gives it back to Jones, and 1. They've been ice cold from 3. Jones with 10 on the shot clock. Crossing over with the money on the table, puts Weber State up by 3. A 9-0 run.
6 on the shot clock. Jones, 4 on the shot clock. Tries to go baseline, finally works his way into the paint, puts up the shot, back iron no good, and an offensive rebound by Chu. Jones for the second chance as short, and the rebound goes to Braden Parker. Can't get it to go, though. Doesn't hit the rim at all on the other attempt. Kohler picks up the rebound. Jones pushing it for the Wildcats. Gets it to go down. Wild drive there by 12-8. Idaho State on top. Kohler. Jones wide open for 3. Nothing but net. Dillon Jones buries it. Jones working on Arrington, backs his way in, step back jumper, rattles in and out, rebound, Braden Parker. Tries to get it to Ranstrom, throws it away, Wildcats now on the run. Chu, nearly stolen Jones, to 3, no, tipped in by Chu. The Bengals wanted Jones behind the back, knocked away by Arrington, gets it off in time, off to the side, and there's going to be a loose ball foul called against Weber State. It'll be Blaze Threet's foul, and that takes us to our next. Verplanken. Jones straight away. Step back jumper, Johnson in his face, back iron no good, rebound, ended up in the hands of Ranstrom. Here comes Chu to provide a screen. Jones drives, Can't get it to go in. The tip in from Chu off the mark, and that's how the first Jones straight away. Drives into the paint, stops, and gets it to go down. Nice post move by Dillon Jones. Just patient. And here comes the Wildcats back to Verplanken. Jones finds a clear path to the bucket, draws the foul, and one. Jones. It's it over to Griffin. Stolen by Jones, anticipated the pass from Parker. Jones lays it in with it. Fast break dunk there from Jones. Jones trying to push it to answer for Weber State, and he does with a nice spin move in the paint to lay it in.
To drop it into Price, loose ball, picked up by Jones. Jones guarded by Casey Jones. Shot was blocked, but he got the offensive rebound and put it back up and in. Threet with it. Now to Jones, guarded by Coward. Coward drew that assignment in the first meeting. Then Eastern won. Step back, no, too far. Jones struggled to shoot the ball. That is
that three. He's going to have to knock a couple down, force the defense to come out and guard him.
Jones for three, too far. Rebound Price.
Eric Strupp in there right off. It's a new starting five for Eastern, a little more physical, and they look for those mismatches.
Jones clears space with his shoulder and then step back and hits the shot. And that's one. Cunningham, corner, Jordan, pump fake. Cunningham, Jones, three ball. Got it. Dillon Jones is starting to heat up. He's got
just tipping it out on the last shot, giving Eastern an extra possession.
Three ball Jones, and he just silenced the crowd.
Yeah, I'm not going to set it up.
Dillon Jones against Hartman. Step back. The defense by the Eagles that time limits to. Dillon wants it cleared out. Now he's up against Eric Strupp. Got him off his feet and then reverses and lays it up and in. Dillon Jones with 14. Dillon Jones can't finish. Great rebound by Louis. He gets it right back to Jones, who scores even when he misses. Calls for the screen. Now matched up against Price. Down the lane and off the window with his offhand. Dillon Jones, 18. Somehow saved it from not going to backcourt, but Weber still gets the ball. Here comes Jones. Off balance, leaner, couldn't go. Chu, no! Rebound Price. 12-point lead for Weber State. Jones with the basketball now. I don't know how well Weber has to be one of their better ones. Price stripped out of his hands. Ahead to Jones. And he'll finish with a flush there, and just like that, it's a 17-8, 75 points. With 10 minutes left, they're just 2 points off of that.
Yeah, they've shot it incredibly well this game and continue to shoot it well.
Jones finally, this would be a huge win for Weber. That fight for the top two spots in the tournament is Jones. He's missed 2 in a row now, and Coward with a rebound. 5%. Nobody's playing any defense here in the second half. Jones too hard. Chu got another chance at it. So they look for Dillon Jones on this possession. He's got the ball now against Watts. Off balance, couldn't get it, no call. The Eagles, who were down 7. You gotta like it. Tied at 78. Weber State led this game 73-56. Dillon Jones.
And they're gonna continue to go to him.
Price on the drive, knocked around. Weber picks it up. Jones has it. He'll go right to the basket against Coward and score it. Dillon Jones with his 30th point of the game.
And if you're Eastern, just now that you wait, you play it out and just try to get this rebound.
Jones down the lane against Casey Jones. Missed the shot. Coward with it. Here come the Eagles.
To win the conference, But now they're trying to get into a rhythm in the month of March. They had some hiccups earlier. Jones working baseline. What a beautiful bucket for Dillon Jones. Jones sizing up Blossingame. Jumper over the top of him. That's a professional shot from Dillon Jones. Gonzalez in for Idaho. Also in is Viljami Vartiainen, the freshman from Finland for Weber State. Shot by Jones off the mark, and E.J. Neal clears it for Idaho. Weber State right now. Idaho with Gonzalez, Rose, Mims, Blossingame, and Denker, as Jones has the takeaway and the slam to put the Wildcats back up by 1. 8 points now for Jones. Now Dillon Jones going in against Frank too long. Idaho another good box out, but they can't get to the loose ball for Weber State right now. Vartiainen, he's trying to cut the corner. Kick out Jones for 3. Jones was left open, shot off the mark. Denker, tied by Dillon Jones. You know, you take pride in that because he's really trying to get his guys to play some high effort defense. Jones blowing past Frank that time, and a timeout taken. Jones trying to go in on Frank. He's driven past him a couple times. Takai Hardy's in for Idaho. Defensively on Jones. Puts a hand in his face. Denker had the rebound. One just the 2 points he's got here early in the half for Plankin. It's been held down a little bit as well. Only 4 first half points, but Dillon Jones off the cut, able to get up to 14, leading all scorers. Teams look a little tired here, under 12 in the second half. Jones step back, elbowed. Very pure for Dillon Jones. 18 points now for the junior. For Dyson Kohler. They've got to get some buckets here down the stretch. The under 4 timeout coming up. Jones for 3. That's a huge one, and a timeout taken right away by Eric Dufton. Weber to keep that margin. Need a defensive stop to extend it. Big opportunity for Jones to answer for Weber State. Coming in behind the play, Neal with a blocked shot, and Taryn Frank has the rebound. Back turnovers forced by Weber State. Another lob that's out of control. Chu takes it away. The press for the Wildcats. Jones for 3. That would have tied it. Chu the putback. It's a 1-point game.
Beatty gets in the paint. It's stolen away. Dillon Jones, a one-on-one. Slow-mo. Euro. Left it short. Put back good by Blaze 3.
Smart play by losses, but boy, he was enthusiastic, and he felt good about this game.
Dillon Jones gets this one here, averaging 23 points the last 5 games.
There's that double team as Dillon Jones comes off of the ball screen. When he gets into the paint, Tony, 6'6", 235, he is really effective around the basket, and he leads them in assists at his size.
Jones busy in the paint here so far tonight, and he has 10.
Play, not thinking he's turned into a 6'11" point guard.
Not quite Jokic yet. Jones fires on the long 2. The ball out of bounds off of Chu. Weber State now to their big.
The Hornets have lost 7 in a row, but if you thought they were going to show up and lay down, you've got another thing coming.
Jones hanging in the air, hoop, and the harm.
Dillon Jones just sucked off the dribble.
Maywin goes right up against Kohler. The foul is called before the shot. Chu was coming over to help out.
Chu may have to come a little bit quicker. He just looked over.
Kovacev tries to go to Powell. There's Jones with a steal. One-on-one. Takes it himself and scores. Dillon Jones with 18. Here he goes against Scuda. Crosses. Drives. Crosses again. Fades from 10. Got it! A special player.
To the dribble drive, and that's exactly what happened.
Allen lost it. 2-on-none. Dillon Jones, 6'2", Weber State. And for Dillon Jones, Rebounding has not been their strong suit, as they are last in the conference in defensive rebound percentage. Jones, the step back. They don't have to rebound that. Dillon Jones makes it 15-4.
Boy, that hit every part of the ring there. I was getting ready to say Jones, the all-time steals leader here at Weber State, just adding to his total.
And one. The preseason selection for MVP is off Sky. Swirls out a three. Weber State is pouring it on early against Portland State. Jones with all the moves. 8 points for the Big Sky Player of the Week.
Jones with more moves.
On the arc. Dillon Jones backing down against Farrell. Continues to work him down. 11 on the shot clock. Got it on the rim, no good. Out of bounds to Portland State.
Is a real energizer off that bench, coming off a 6-point, 4-rebound, 3-block shots game.
Empty possession for Weber State. Here come the Vikings.
Rebounds unless you're competing and playing hard. And you got to miss a lot of shots to get 12 offensive rebounds too, so that's kind of a catch-22.
Weber State has not missed a ton of shots from beyond the arc.
James used to take it out of me, and he said, "No, I know, Coach." But he's coaching really hard with a lot of enthusiasm.
Dillon Jones, no good, gets it on the second attempt. He has 14 points, 10 rebounds now.
Watching him run up and down the sideline and clap and cheer his team on. He's a guy, and I think this is the highest compliment I can give him. He's a guy I would like to play for. Now, he may not want me.
You just meet certain people and you know coaching was for them. It was for this guy. He started coaching an AAU team at 18. Dillon Jones, no good here. Can't get it on the putback. And the Portland State Vikings have been able to chip this thing down to 15.
Hackers in this game, Tony.
Been able to get into that paint a lot. Tamba gives to Jones. Jones goes away from the screen and gets it. Dillon Jones with 16 points and 12 rebounds. Well, pull to the line and convert. They can continue to chip away. Plays three, no good. Dillon Jones had a good look on the follow-up and is mad at himself he missed, but an opportunity here for the Vikings. Dillon Jones comes around the Verplanken screen. Into Curtis. Tough angle on the shot, and here comes Johnson out of the pile. I was told there would be no math. You know, Dillon Jones coming around Tamba. A long two. It clangs off. Tamba got a hand on it, but the rebound now has 18 points to lead all scorers.
Well, they're kind of picking on Dillon Jones a little bit with that ball screen, and that he can't get over there because of the 4 fouls and pick up the roll, but he could.
Jones has it, guarded by Riley. Trying to create some space using his 235-pound body. Fades away and hits. So the Stars are out early here in this one.
No question about it.
Stretch against Idaho State, went coast to coast, got the 2, and then hit all 3 free throws when fouled late in that contest. Jones fires it up triple, misses. Abercrombie holds off Kohler for the rebound, and the Bears look to run. Recovers defensively. Now they'll go right back to him, trying to take advantage of the height advantage against Reeves. Gets in the paint, kick out, 3-ball. Front of the rim, no good. Wrestling around for the rebound. It ends up in the hands.
It's grit that he brings.
Jones, guarded by Thomas. Jones will fire from 3, and Reeves high for the rebound for the Bears.
Look for the capitalizing on it.
Jones has it, guarded by Abercrombie. Wants to go to work on Riley. Step back elbow jumper is good. Dillon Jones showing the versatility there.
See why the NBA scouts are very high on him.
Matched up against St. Thomas here. Spins in the lane. Pushes off. Creates space. Misses that one.
That was blocked by Thomas. Got a piece of it. Watch for Brock.
Jones ducks his way through. Challenges Abercrombie. He's blocked by St. Thomas.
Good job by Thomas. Block. Good wall up by the.
Back out to him. Calling for the ball screen. Jones muscles his way in, misses, and really grabs it for Northern Colorado.
And that's good defense by Thomas.
Way. Jones, 3-ball, in and out, no good. He's had a couple of them rim out on him, and he smacks his hands in frustration. Guarded by Reynolds now.
Reynolds has just got just as much physicality as he does.
In the paint, fading, Reynolds blocks the shot. But it's a shot clock violation. Great D there. To Jones, he's got it.
Trying to go inside. Came out with the zipper play.
Pull-up jumper over Abercrombie, off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Dyson. Kohler extends the lead.
Now, if the Bears don't get a stop here, Wildcat score, you might see Coach Smiley call a timeout.
Jones drives, Jones hits over Brock Wisney, and he'll go to the foul line.
And that's that craft
paint. Finds Abercrombie as the Bears will reset. It's stripped away by Jones. Jones has it on a run out. Jones up and hammers it home with the right hand.
That's what he's capable of doing. He's among the conference. One of the things I said they have to do in the second half.
Jones guarded by Thomas, gives him a little shoulder shake, drives to the lane, and no good. Jones thought he was fouled.
And that's a good no.
And checks back in for Weber State. Jones guarded by Thomas. Tries to muscle him to the rim, and off the mark. Good defense by Thomas. Northern Colorado wants to run. Thomas has it. Back out to Jones, who will control with 17. Plenty of time for Weber State to run some offense. Jones right to the rim, off the window, no good. Not having his best shooting night.
That's
and
a
Reynolds
good job by Thomas avoiding
for the flat ball screen. Good recovery defense by Thomas. Jones gets in the lane and finally hits for the Wildcats.
That's a tough matchup for anybody. You got Abercrombie and Zach Block in the game.
Jones muscles up and scores for the Wildcats. They lead by 18. It matches the large lead of the basketball game. 13 to shoot for the Wildcats. Jones has it. Hesitation by Jones. Uses the right hand, no good. Wisney controls. Brock's going to bring it here near side. Returning.
Now you're going to see Jones go.
5 to shoot. Jones behind the back. Gets in the paint, loses it, and muscles it up with the shot clock expiring.
And that breaks your back right there. Wait where.
Jones to the rim. Jones blocked by Thomas, but Threet's right there for the rebound and score it for Weber State.
Into the lane. Throws it out to Jones. Kind of a deliberate pace for both teams. Jones driving. Just under the basket, uses that right hand, reverses it off the glass good.
And he doesn't.
Andre Tamba also in the game. Has the 15-59 mark, pardon me. Here's Jones working in on Jackson. There's that little right-handed jump hook from the middle of the key. Almost hard, so difficult. It will even the lead. We're halfway through the first half. Jones, McLaughlin on him, step back mid-ranger. Oh my, right before the buzz. Are you kidding me right now? That goes around Chu, 7 to shoot. Here he goes, going to work. Scouts are looking at him, step back fadeaway. Are you freaking kidding me?
You can't.
From the short left corner.
He's playing with 14 and a half minutes left to go. It'll be interesting to see how much Basham attacks him.
Here's Jones attacking. What? What was that? Just kind of lobbed it up.
He had him on that first spin, kind of lost his balance a bit, had to try to recover, and gave Chu the time to get his hands back up.
Ball screen, Chu, Jones, 3-shot, straight liner, no good. Rebound, Oakland Fort. That might have been still a 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Splitting it, losing it. McLaughlin, up court, Wildcats, Jones. Ball's popped out of his hands by Oakland Fort. Nice job by Fort. Is only the second made triple of the night for the Lumberjacks. Now Jones is going to take the ball to the rim himself, and nobody's going to stop him. He's like, I'm going, baby. Forget it.
See now.
Fourth we go. Here comes Cunningham back the other way. The lead is 7, 50-43. Jones wants a 3-ball. Off the rim, no good. Oakland Fort skies up for another board. Fort
attacking off the dribble.
It's a one-possession lead now. Jones driving on Jackson. That falls off. Threet with the stick back though in the lane.
And he's been a
on the left wing. Driving on Jackson, now backs off. Now he drives again. At the free throw line, mid-ranger, too strong, no good. Rebound scooped in by Trent McLaughlin. At the free throw line, now driving down on Jackson. Throws it off the glass, it goes in, it's good, and one. A foul on Jaden Jackson. We'll take a timeout. McLaughlin, it's a 4-point lead for NAU with 50 seconds to go. Jones, up to the rim. Gets it in, and one. Basham called for the foul.
Weber State, 3-point shooting up and down a bit, as you had talked about. The number 3 team in offensive efficiency in the Big Sky. A step back from Dillon Jones.
Well, really good. Excuse me, Tony. Really at Weber State where he hadn't scored a point.
Dillon Jones. putting on all the moves to get it to go 16-14. Preseason conference player of the year.
What confidence Eric Duft and their staff have in this freshman from Finland.
Coach John Harbaugh would have been happy with that closeout. Conference Championship Sunday coming your way tomorrow.
A big last minute of the game. If the Wildcats can hit a couple, get a couple stops, they gain a little momentum going into the break. Like
Jones, a three. And it cuts. Misses. And Weber State with a chance here before the horn. Jones, all the way to the rim. Tip up, no. That's going to do it for the first.
If he got a little bit hot and got going.
Here comes Jones. It's down to a one-possession game.
Quick hands by Jones on that steal.
54-48.
Arrington not only now with 8 points, but 6 assists as well.
Jones just misfired. And for Arrington,
that is when he catches it down there. He's very, very tough to double team because he'll pick you apart with his passing.
Jones corkscrews one up and the foul.
That wasn't a
collected by this one. Dillon Jones in command on the offensive end. Three goes back to him. Jones can't get the bounce. And the rebound to Tomlin.
Testing the wall.
Tyson Kohler will hand it off to Stephen Verplanken, senior from the Dominican Republic in his 4th school in his collegiate career. Dillon Jones, a right lane drive, goes off the window, won't go. And Blaze 3 will have the putback tip in. And Weber will snatch it, and Weber State comes back on offense. Top at 4, just getting underway. Great crowd has settled in on this Monday night as Dillon Jones will take a floater, misses the shot, and Laluoki will grab the rebound over on him. They're most in a 4-game span under Coach DeCuire. As Dillon Jones looks to counter from up top. His 3 halfway down, it pops out. And Tajon Sawyer has the rebound for the Grizzlies. Takes in the rebound, and Dillon Jones guarded by Jackson Knapp. Jackson Knapp, what a game on Saturday. Career high 17 points. Tough assignment of guarding Jones, who misses the jumper. He's missed his first. Tianen back to Jones. Middle of the floor. Shot clock ticks under 10. Jones reverses field over to the right elbow. Steps through. Couldn't get the roll. Choose tip in. Won't go either. Laluoki has the board. Over to coming up on the midway mark here in the first half. 3. Had a brief opening. Thought better of it. Over to the left side of the floor. Dillon Jones. He'll take the left wing 3 and bury it. Second made 3 for the Wild. As they lead by 5 again. It's 16-11. Dillon Jones will go to work. Lane opens up. He gets bumped. Count it, plus the foul. And Jones will roll it. Hung on the front iron forever. Volleyballed around. Another chance for Weber State on the regather. And Jones able to take it in, plus the foul. And he'll have a chance to tie up the game. 1,000. Go along with 4 rebounds and now 2 fouls. Weber back on offense. Verplanken scoreless so far. Dillon Jones from up top. His 3 is good. That ties the game at 18. Pass is the total that he had. These 2 played 25 days ago. Dillon Jones inside the arc, and Jones is heating up in Missoula. 5 baskets made, 2 left wing guarded by Dillon Jones. Crossover move. Jones with a steal. He's the all-time leader at Weber State in that category. Tried to go coast to coast and sell the foul. Did not get the call. Grizzlies have a number. Same argument for Montana. If they fall to 3-3 here at home, wouldn't have the tiebreaker against Weber State. Be tough for them to come all the way back. As Dillon Jones' turnaround is good. He's got a message for the Grizzly bench on the way by. Pass to Laluoki. Tried to get it out to Jordan Williams and said it's a steal. And Dillon Jones with the one-hand hammer. He's got 18 points. And the Wildcats within 1. And Dillon Jones has the rebound. That's his 3rd. 34-28. Jones with a step back at the free throw line. Halfway down, it pinballed out. On and Moody, 11-point lead for Montana at 41-30. Dillon Jones, step back 3 is partially blocked by Thomas. Moody tried to get it in the front court, and Kohler on the reversal. And the Grizz up by 12 again at 49-37. 4 points now for Josh Vasquez. Jones with a quick answer, and There's the first points of the second half for Jones. Kohler's now or never for Weber State and Dillon Jones. 28 points here in this game. Step back from the left elbow, left short. It's rebounded by Anan Moody. Jones out.
Weber State trying to put together consecutive buckets here. They dug a bit of a hole in the first half. Dillon Jones helps cut into it more. The preseason conference player of the year. And Weber State starting to find their footing.
Well, they needed to get a stop there. After you got to play it one game at a time, one possession at a time. They'd been 5 for 5 from the field before that.
Well, we'll forget, they tried to post you up a lot in that game. They tried to kind of attack you in your defense, but you did a great job on all those post-ups. Jensen did, Ketchum did. They posted you.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And then then they got back and we made some mistakes and we were able to hang on. But I remember looking at Joe Bass, our trainer, and saying, boy, if they're not careful, we're just going to blow this.
2018, but it's a series that has been owned by Weber State historically. Dillon Jones stepping back, a hand in the face three is flat. And the loose ball rebound, there's KJ Cunningham. They get another look. Jones over to Kohler.
And you see when Jones has it at the top of the key, how the wings all pinch in, taking those driving lanes away from him. Proud.
Jones with another double-double. That's a normal thing for him in any year of his career. And what a take, running it right of the rim and scoring.
Nice patience by the Wildcats. Great ball reversal, getting that ball changed from side to side.
What a save-in by Kohler.
Here, in fact, they have won 6 of the last 7 meetings between the Wildcats. They've not had a whole lot of luck here in Ogden, only 9-30 here at the D Event Center.
Dillon Jones, no good on the 3, does hit the 2. And this game is knotted up early on. You see the Weber State.
Dillon Jones is to the Wildcats. He leads them in scoring, steals, rebounding, free throw percentage, second in field goal percentage.
What an O-board by Dyson Kohler, but couldn't get the fit.
As Vartiainen.
Vartiainen gives it to Jordan. He's in some traffic. Finds Dillon Jones. And that's going to be short from 3. Dillon Jones, just 2 of his last 12 from the outside. Bartman.
Well, for most of his career, he was a catch-and-shoot guy from 3. In fact, he had back-to-back 25-point games earlier in the year. In one of those, he had 7 made threes. You just saw him execute.
Verplanken lost it. Fortunate enough to get it back. Shot clock at 10. Dillon Jones in control. Down to 5. The step back mid-range jumper is short. Case
fence right now.
Well, and Eastern Washington was 1 of 8 to start from 3 and still led by 4 at the half against Idaho. Turned it on in the second half. Dillon Jones makes it a 10-point game again. Dillon Jones the rebound. We're just keeping up with the Joneses here, Coach.
Well, I hate to sound like a broken record, but Eastern Washington got all the way to the rim in that offensive trend. Kind of got the Wildcats slowed down, a little bit out of rhythm here.
Jones, the step back 3, hits it. Dillon Jones, who had scuffled a bit recently from deep, was 2.
Dillon Jones now with his 11th double-double of the season, his 49th of his career.
Jones with the look. Almost tied the game. Casey Jones.
And what's so challenging there to guard?
Jones with the response.
One of the great finishers, Ethan Price, playing up to his preseason pick as first team All Big Sky Conference. Honorable mention last year.
Dillon Jones just short. Weber State rebound. Weber State pushing the floor. It's been a back and forth game all night. Jones for the tie. No! Loose ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Weber State. His team down by 2. Steps back, shot clock at 9. Here goes Jones. Spinning inside. No good. And the rebound fought for. Grabbed by Eastern Washington. Possession game. Weber State 2 timeouts. Clock winding down. Jones launches for the tie. No! A deflection by Cedric Coward. And the Eastern Washington.
All about Mesa University at the point. We'll bring it across for Weber State. Up top to Dillon Jones. Great matchup here. Two explosive players, Jones and Johnson. And Jones sinks the jumper to start things off. The back of the iron. And Weber State comes away with the rebound.
And it ended up being Verplank in charge with that foul. As the live stats updated for me there.
Harvey skies for the rebound. He had 14-10. Weber State in front. Bartiainen in the corner, works his way into the paint, kicks out to a wide open Jones. His three a little too long. And in the battle for the loose ball, Vikings able to hustle back defensively. Weber State averaging just over 9 turnovers a game. Jones cradling that ball, couldn't finish, but Allen couldn't squeeze the rebound. Jones get times a game while forcing 13.2 turnovers per contest. Jones puts it on the deck, puts on the brakes at the elbow, and knocks it down.
Yeah, he likes pumping the brakes there.
With 2. Johnson with 2 fouls. Each team now with 5. Jones works his way around Allen. Bad spin on the iron, and Curtis snares the rebound. Right now, they are energized. Well, the crowd has grown a bit. Pull-up J by Jones. That doesn't fall. Satterfield with the rebound. Nothing rocketed in this first half by this Vikings defense. Top of the key, Jones has to launch a 3 with the shot clock winding down. That's off the mark. Harvey there to clear. Principally on Weber State's top 2 scoring threats in this game. Look at Bobby Harvey moving defensively against Verplank. Jones again launching a 3. Pretty good shooter from downtown. Vikings will be content to keep him out there. Kohler, Jones, Chu, Verplanken, and Freet the starting 5. Jones has it go in and out from point blank, and Allen is there for the rebound. KJ bowls his way to the rim. Jace Colburn wanted a foul, didn't get the bucket. Now Jones with some space to work with, overpowers Satterfield to the goal.
And that's what you got to have him injected a lot of energy and success into Portland State ultimately in that first half.
This is the 5th meeting between Weber State and Portland State in the Jace Colburn era. And the Vikings
extended back upwards of 20 here for the Vikings.
Vikings respond to the 9-0 run with 7 straight points. KJ Cunningham with a bucket.
It was Dillon Jones unable to finish. We'll see if this adjustment for Weber State helps them to creep back into this one.
Jones got to step on Isaiah Johnson. He's got to be careful with 3 fouls. No, I'm not. Step back 3. Big hit for Dillon Jones.
I said it before during the halftime break. He's been rock solid. 10 points, perfect. 5 for 5 from the field is Isaiah Curtin. He's been huge for the Vikings in this one.
Good discipline there by Isaiah Johnson. Keep it. Still plenty of time for Weber State to come back, and Dillon Jones is leading the charge.
Yeah, he's in attack mode. He knows that Zay Johnson is in foul trouble.
Got it. Jones down the floor. Spinning like a top on that iron. He just got it over.
Just got it up.
Closure of campus has kept most of the fans away today. Jones trying to force the issue, got the carom, couldn't hit the follow. Allen tip, loose ball. Who touched it last? Yeah. Jones running interference. Ball tipped away from 3, picked up by Jones. 5 seconds on the clock. Now they got to look for the 3. Hand in the face. Jones fires away. Back in the iron. Vikings secure the rebound. The shot clock and game.
They've mixed up the lineup a lot this year, but now they've kind of settled in on a group. We'll give those in a moment. Here's Jones with his first fadeaway shot, and it's perfect. So that's Jones. Dillon Jones has 2 against the Wildcats in the nest. Of course, teams switch rosters at least every 4 years, but much more than that. Shot missed by Jones, an awkward shot, good defense by the Hornets. Jones slow in getting up off. Here's Jones again. Jones being guarded by Kovachev. Alex Kovachev, who comes in after the timeout. Shot over him is good, and Jones gets his second basket of the game and ends the Hornets guy in the early going to lead by 10. Jones strong to the bucket, but Holt knocks him down. Jones doesn't get the foul call because Holt went straight up. Hornets. They only have 2 wins there in their history. Here's a shot off the glass and good. That was muscle ball by Dillon Jones. Good defense by the Hornets. This is their best defensive effort, I think, this season. And Jones gets all the way to the bucket, and he gets fouled. The basket will roll. He has 18 points for Sacramento State. Dillon Jones goes to the hoop. No good. May win. Jones now takes off to the bucket, reverse layup good. That first step got past Powell, and he went in for the easy reverse layup. He had 6 points. And a steal by Jones to the basket and lays it in. And, oh man, David Patrick is all in, the head coach of the Hornets. Jones fires, misses. Hornets get the rebound. They're letting him play tonight. Entry pass comes in. Let's see what Jones can do. He drives past 2 Hornets to the bucket in an awkward shot. Just a great diversity of point advantage for Sacramento State. And an awkward shot by Jones trying to get it done. 6-point advantage. Here comes Jones. Jones all the way. Jones off the glass. Way outside. The tip follows. No good, but a foul call. 3 to Jones. Let's see if Jones takes over or Verplanken does, because Verplanken's been the scorer tonight, but Jones is the star, and Jones is the star. He knocks down that jumper.
Oklahoma and the Navy Center.
This Oral Roberts squad has been back on the winning track in their last 2 games.
Thompson, one of a number of experienced players who've returned from an ORU squad that went 30-5 a year ago and made the NCAA.
Out and contest.
Jones on the other end. The lead back to 8. Tough take by the 6'6" young man from Columbia, South Carolina. Played his last year for the 6'7", sixth-year player from Houston. Here was Jones going downhill, too short on the floater.
But those are good moves right there for Jones, and the fact that he's a great sign for the Wildcats.
Dillon Jones, not a big offensive performance in the first half, just 4 points, but 7 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal as well.
And really just been rebounding himself in terms of finding his game, baptism by fire in the post. A lot of that coming simply because he has missed so much time in his career early with injury. But when you can talk about scheduling, that's important. Yet this falls here early in January, kind of as you start conference play. But how was this conversation with coaches, and were they receptive to that?
Bride there a moment ago, a deep 3. He's got 17 now. 50-49, ORU on a bit of a run to pull back in front, but Dillon Jones right there with the answer. Dillon Jones calling for the basketball. Unanimous preseason Big Sky Player of the Year. Nice reverse lay-in for the 6'6" wing. He's now in double figure. Opening 20 minutes. Kohler 1 point off his season high of 19, which he had in a win on the road at Wyoming. Jones off the window and in.
Just so smooth because he looked
like Dame Lillard from the wing. McBride feeling it tonight now. 24 points, lead down to 2.
Huge shot right there, and an answer by Jones going the other direction. We are seeing 2 quad.
6 to shoot for Jones. Strong take to the rim. That is difficult to stop for anybody in the country.
Straight up blow by, and that is just...
And spoke to his team about having the will to win. He said this team is going to fight for the full 40 minutes. Can we dig deep and find a way? As Jones showing off his will again, imposing it with
6.5 court 2.
Jones headed off by Thompson, keeps the dribble alive. Dillon Jones, 20 now for the outstanding junior.
Straight up.
But it's his 4th year of college basketball. He is willing his team to a road victory tonight, and he's got the ball once again. The pull-up, a rare miss for number 2 in purple. And
Plankin. This extra possession almost, as it seemed to be headed for a turnover. Dillon Jones fires from the mid-range, And easily does a nice job to secure the defensive rebound.
Having a little trouble getting going here tonight.
Dillon Jones with a hesitation. Settles for another mid-range jumper and hits this one.
Really nice pull-up.
7-0 run for Dillon Jones, the board. Weber State, number 5 in defensive rebound percentage in the nation. Jones, a good look three. He hits. And the lead is down to 2.
Dillon Jones coming.
Flanking up the court here with the Weber State Wildcats trailing by 2 against South Dakota State. Dillon Jones, a good look three. And the MVP candidate from Weber State knocks this one down. Dillon Jones fakes the pass. Starts the drive, goes behind the back. Going to work, leans inside. He shows all the moves there. And Weber State's up by 4.
How about that?
9-0 run. William Kyle a couple of times has had to be very creative late in the clock. Dillon Jones, a good look, and that's bad news for South Dakota State. Jones ends the run. Mims in the lane, blocked by Alex Chu. Dyson Kohler the other way. Dillon Jones has been hot, and it stays that way. The preseason MVP pick in the Big Sky.
Before that last timeout, Tony Jackrabbits had the Wildcats doubled up on the glass, 13-6.
Dillon Jones is indeed human from the outside as he misses on this one. Away by 2. And here come the Wildcats, up by 10, looking for more. The Big Sky preseason MVP can't get it to go.
I think that's the first time he's got it all the way the race.
Great cutoff by Kyle. Kyle hanging with him. Jones goes to the fade and knocks it down.
Dillon Jones not able to get open.
Jones, most of his scoring in the first half, but he has an and one here in the second half.
Boy,
give him 20.
You drinking that gap, Dillon Jones may have to give it up for a jump shot.
Jones winding it all the way down for the win. MVP indeed.
29 points against the Bengals and was very, very effective. 11 for 15 from the field.
Dillon Jones off on this one. Jones had 15, 5, and 5 on Monday. Point of the game. Jab steps, takes it against Naduka. Naduka stays right with him. Jones still going to work, turns the corner and gets it to go.
Jones coming off a tough shooting night on Thursday.
A lot misfires from the corner. While Montana State has had their struggles shooting from deep as of recent, as Jones takes it in and scores, it's now 19-15. But while Montana State has struggled shooting from to work on the block against Lekalot. Wears him down, the baby arc, the baby hook, but it's blocked by Lekalot. Jones, long-range three, no. And the rebound to Patterson as the ball
under 8 rebounds a game.
And Ford was not a great three-point shooter last year, but has been great so far this year. Dillon Jones short on the 3. Robert Ford the third shooting 42.2% from deep coming into today. 10.
Walker's, I'd mentioned, 6'7", 250 pounds, and he knows how to use all 250 pounds.
Dillon Jones too easy on the other end. It's back to 12.
Well, if you let Dillon
channel to find out more. And special congratulations to Alex. She'll be the host for the FCS National Awards in Frisco, Texas. Dillon Jones, no good on the 3. A foul is down. And well-deserved for Al.
That ball screen.
Ford tried to dump it down. It's taken away. Dillon Jones, nifty move behind the back. Gets it back, scores at home. 12th time this year he's hit double figures. He has
40-point turnaround for the Wildcats.
Dillon Jones on the baseline against Lekalot. Turns inside and gets it to go.
What a great finish with his offhand, Dillon Jones. I've said he rebounds everything with 2 hands, Tony. You never see a guy him go up with one hand to try to pull it down.
Gets the bounce. Dillon Jones, 23 points, 11.
No big post guys in the game for the Wildcats to open up exactly what you see happen there, dribble penetration.
Dillon Jones, the unanimous preseason.
Jones. Moody 0 for 4 now and 0 for 3 from the three-point line. One of the best three-point shooters in the entire nation has trouble finding, just as Dillon Jones is getting a little. They like to put two post guys down there and let Moody kind of run off whichever one he feels comfortable with. But he is having trouble making it go in, as is Dillon Jones.
Nice spin move. Dillon Jones, by the way, with 7 points off those last 2 free throws. Jones eyes up his man, takes the long 2, and it's tipped as he shoots. Block shot for the Grizzlies. And in missed 3-point shots for the Grizzlies, 1 of 15. Dillon Jones puts his head down, drives, can't finish. And the rebound, fought for, and what do we got? Thomas leading the Grizzlies in scoring with 9. Threet leading all scores with 16. Dillon Jones into the lane, lays it up and in. Beautiful pass, the drive and the bucket for Dillon.
In his first start, he has really jump-started this Weber State offense. KJ Cunningham now coming off the bench has solidified the bench for Weber State. So a nice move at 6'6", 230 pounds, handling the ball like a point guard.
Looks like he's handling it like a linebacker. Jones driving against Sawyer, lays it up and in over the big man. He's got the bucket and hands to Verplanken. Verplanken back to Jones. Jones sizing up Sawyer with 8 on the clock. Will drive baseline, lays it up, gets the bucket, gets the end one as Dillon Jones.
With the white numerals and the tip controlled by Weber State, and all of a sudden they go to the basket, but it won't be converted on that play. But it was a good old.
As many defensive rebounds he will get today, and one of the many defensive rebounds he gets flat-footed. He has a great ability to track the ball and anticipate where it's going to be.
Rebound Cal Pac performer. That's their league last year. Jones to the basket and the finish. And you give Dillon Jones an opportunity to get that deep on his drive. Rebound, though, goes to Weber State. And they find the handle again, almost dropped by Dillon Jones. But, boy, talk about clearing a path to the basket. The and one. He goes with the left hand. And they've got to foul that body, especially if they have to cross. They're just about the same time.
Good ball movement by the Wildcats. Dillon Jones, who has had the best year of his career, Dillon Jones with ho-hum, yet another double-double. It seems like he's got every defensive rebound in this half with now.
That ranks second in the Mountain West Conference, the transfer from Tulsa in his 5th season playing college basketball. As Chu cleans it up. Couldn't get the putback, though. And it will go to Cowboys yet to hit a 3-point shot so far, 0 from 3 from behind the arc. Jones drives, left hand finish is good.
Oh, that was a tough move right there. That's NBA-ish right there. Able to finish and get inside, avoid the contact, able to finish at the rim.
Jones, 3 ball top the key is good.
And that's pretty much money right there. You can't leave him open, as I mentioned.
Drives, kicks it out to Jones. Jones driving in the lane, working on Wenzel. That's a grown man move. Dillon Jones for 2.
And he got a great body at 6'6". When help would have came, he would have kicked the basketball.
This is Jones with it, working on Wenzel. Left hand, pulls up from 18 feet, no good. Chu fights for the rebound, kicks out to Jones. For the rebound, though, and Weber State comes away with it. Jones pushing, drives. Good defense by the Cowboys. Jones fights for the loose ball. Jones with 11 looking to add to it. Working on Maniau. Fade away off glass, no good. Powell with the rebound.
You can get 2 for 1 right here if you want to.
Picks up the dribble, gives it to Verplanken. Has to get rid of it. Back to Jones, 2-1. Shots no good. And that is how we will end the largest lead of the night for the Wildcats. Behind the back pass to Jones. Stops at the free throw line and gets the teardrop floater to go.
But that was a great.
Jones, one-on-one on Wenzel. In the lane. Too high off the backboard. Weber State comes down with it, though. This is Chu to
as well. He's been very efficient this evening.
Jones drives, right hand shot off the glass is good.
And he plays at a nice pace, Ryan. He changes
him. Working on Cott. Over to Jones. Pull up Jay, no good. And Wyoming looks to push. 9 of them. So Plankin over to Chu. Out to Jones, strides in the lane. Left hand finishes good.
Good move down the lane. Every time the Cowboys gamble.
For 3 of them. He's a guy that can get his shot going. It can get. He's pretty streaky, but when he gets it going, he tends to hit a few in a row.
That has played 9 games now this season. This is only the 3rd game. Chu will thank double teaming him. Almost got it away. It's now time for Jones. Jones pull-up jumper off the glass, no good. And that has been able to neutralize Jones so far. Both of these teams come in with a very impressive defense. As Jones can't connect, the Wolfpack, one of the best. Jones against Foster, trying to get around Foster, and nicely done there from Dillon Jones. Couldn't really ask for much more if you were D'Angelo Foster conference as a league. Potentially get 4 or 5 teams in the big dance. Some space for Dillon Jones, and he doesn't miss. His first open look from the
so intense that neither team can get anything going here.
Jones goes around Blackshear and he'll lay it in. First to the basket by Dillon Jones.
He's to get his offense going tonight.
Weber State got an open shot. Jones on Coleman. Coleman hit his base, doesn't matter. Dillon Jones converts. He's got 11 now to lead Weber State.
The veteran move right there from Davidson. Great defense by Nick Davidson.
Wildcats taking the shot from the perimeter and did not go inside and have not yet on this possession. And they'll still be content to launch from outside. And then Chu on the rebound. And a foul is committed.
Well, Chu, and you may need a little order over here from the telecast booth as well.
Dillon Jones with the drive and the big finish. And immediately John Smith wants a timeout. You know they're going to talk about penetration.
Onto this Vartiainen.
Jones again will probe. There's a crossover into the lane. A little layback. 2 more points.
It's his second back hand. That's the way to play with high hands, high active hands. Dyson Kohler does so many little things for this team.
And then inside, how about that for a finish? Dillon Jones with another 2.
Like they say back home, he's big enough to go bear hunting with a switch. And you just saw a rebound there that he got strictly because of his size. He carves out so much space to rebound from. You're going to give that shot up if you pick up the roll guy. Luckily, Price wasn't able to put that in. What a great rebound by Dillon Jones.
And it was an offensive rebound, which is not his forte, but he couldn't convert.
A Big West Conference, but he's a second half guy. He's averaging 14 points in the second half. He's averaging now the Wildcats original
team, and was a great pickup for the Jazz in that trade.
Yes, he has been.
We'd like to just see him back, however, get that hamstring healed up.
Yeah. Dillon Jones, a little, Steve, was caused by Weber State. That was great offside defense by Dyson Kohler, who seems to be everywhere tonight.
Dillon Jones with that spin move and a little push shot adds to his total.
In a big way here tonight.
Jones out front. Still plenty of time on the clock. Little one-hand scoop. Won't hang on the rim for him. There's Tomba with the rebound. And be able to practice it in a game situation.
Yes.
You can't really do it in a scrimmage, and certainly not in a practice where you've got guys that live together going against one another.
15 now for Dillon Jones.
Yeah, Dowdy showing he's actually shot the ball pretty well for Utah Valley at times, and showing it right there.
Jones puts it off the glass and in.
Well, Jones, if you don't know this.
Weber State, 6'6". We'll dive into Jones's backstory a little bit later on in the broadcast, but just off the top of the iceberg right there, you can see his skill set. Hit the back up, and he misses.
It looks like the facilities guys worked on both rims.
Jones for long distance, and that is pure.
Yeah, and he well throughout the basketball game and not go through periods where they don't find him. And speaking of guys you got to find, here's Dillon Jones.
Jones gets blocked. Potter with the block of him. Utah Valley retakes the lead. First time they've had that since opening tip. Jones with the man in his face. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Toulson and Utah Valley. Handed from Jones. Jones with the drive amongst the trees. Loses the ball. Off to Utah Valley.
I think he's in a 10 to 12 foot spot, and he just takes his time.
40-36, Utah Valley on top. Jones missing another shot from the floor. Jones
Hugh is a big guy, rugged.
6'11", 250. And Jones gets his own rebound after the tip and puts it up and in. His
kind of going through the motions a little bit. It's kind of, which team will show a spark here? And there's a move that will show a spark.
Sure.
Nice finish with the left hand over a 7-footer.
41, Utah Valley with the lead. Weber State and Jones with the basketball. Jones finds his crease, drives, puts it up, misses, and tipped away by the big fella. And Weber State with the fresh set of shot clock. And Jones really leaning in. They're going to count the bucket.
Wow. Oh, basket.
Chewy now with 12. And Kamani Dowdy will not let that go. 51-45, Utah.
Been doing is taking clear advantage of his opportunities, and right there, going back to the left hand as Dillon Jones gets loose and misses with the left hand. Good challenge by Carwell, but a shot to commend Potter. He's really given some good minutes tonight.
Trevin Dory's going to check back, and Jones lets it fly. And Jones, as of right now, Jones.
KJ Cunningham, Bryan, Texas native, senior. There's Dillon Jones, his first shot altered there, may have been partially blocked. Back.
You have some balanced attack by both teams. It's just a matter of utilizing it.
Oh, look at that. That's why Dillon Jones has got rave.
More Canadians than anybody in the NBA. They lead the international players, not by a couple, by a lot.
By the way, your kid, one of his teammates, the only Canadian, by the way, as Dillon Jones knocks down the three. PJ Simmons is off.
Yes, Coach, we talk about, just the transfer portal and guys not being able to get the consistency and the continuity for true growth and development. That's what I see wrong with
Jones. Dillon, who grew up idolizing LeBron James.
They had a second opportunity there. Dillon Jones is really distributing that ball, making good decisions, pushing it ahead, not forcing anything.
Puts it up, puts it in. Dillon Jones. Not 10 rebounds. Wants to clear it out now. Jones wants to go to work. He does. Spinning now. Back in. Off balance, and it goes for the National Player of the Week, Dillon Jones. Sure, that's in the mind of their head coach, Eric Duff. Jones again. High off the glass. Rebound back. Right over to Weber State. It's Blaze 3.
Yes.
Wolf up on him. Back out to Dillon. Do it all, DJ. Elbow shot. No, miss. Rebound down by Mbang. 10-point game. Get it.
The ball that Yale's plays is very disciplined, and so you can expect that as the clock winds down with 3 minutes, less than 3.5 minutes, to play disciplined and also play aggressive.
Well, the 8:20 mark of the second half. But that's been whittled down. Jones off balance. Nope. The shot clock. High. 2 on the shot clock. Jones, no. Chu, that's a foul against Alex Chu, and that's number 5.
He's out.
Here comes Dillon again. Well, he looked angry at that buzzer. See if he takes that anger out on the Bulldogs in overtime. For Plankin. 6-point game in overtime.
Rob, what you just saw there was a throwback there. They weren't able to knock the shot down.
Jones loses it. And back out to Cunningham. He can't answer, gets it back though on the rebound. Chu. Jones for three. In. Dillon Jones.
Good offensive rebound, right? School Council Association. So we can keep an eye on that and talk about that a little later.
Dillon Jones pulls up, knocks it down. Dillon Jones. People here in Moncton, we thank all of the volunteers and organizations, Moncton Tourism, and if you ever get a chance, come out this area. And I'll tell you what, if you like to fish, this is the place. As Alex Huddle. Yeah, he plays almost every position on the floor. You can add associate coach. Watched him at practice this week as he throws up a three ball. And he is an extra coach out there, a leader, a guy. Went to overtime with Yale. Previously, the earlier game, they gave up a 12-point lead and lost to Gardner-Webb. That's off.
They go through spurts. They've done that. They've shown us exactly that.
Offense. A.J. Cunningham back to Dillon Jones. 7 points off of his average. It's been a little low here in Moncton. Came in with, again, well. Dillon Jones pushes. Jones knifes in right to the rack, and he drops that in on the lay-in, and that's what Dillon Jones is capable.
A well-versed team.
For Plankin. Jones, three ball. No. Records, rebound. Smith, back comes do-it-all DJ. 6-point game behind the back. Now into the paint again. It's up, it's off. The tap back is off too.
Dillon Jones a little
to get the spin. Woodward with the miss. Chance now for Weber State to pull even. Oh, and Dillon Jones attacks the rim.
Unbelievable. Just he
spark plug. Jones. Kohler. Dillon. Drives on Records, and he puts it in. Dillon Jones again, and Matt Langle wants to talk up.
Pretty good. A good sign for the Wildcats.
Dillon Jones, first 2 games, only early in the season as he spins, goes up, no foul, no basket. Back comes Gardner-Webb. And do you also get a sense of teams trying to find themselves, although this nice block there on Jones. This Weber State team returns 5 starters. Yes. Another 3 ball. And the shot up again. Still nothing going for Weber State. Jones trying to break the seal. He does. Dillon Jones for 3.
We'll see if that.
Martianen back out. Dillon. Jones is off. Another whistle.
He's feeling it right now. Let's see how things go for him.
Second year with Gardner-Webb was with Southeast Missouri State for a while. Miss here. They yank it down. Here they come again.
Yeah, a little token press here by Gardner-Webb. Fall back.
Dillon Jones puts it up, and it gets the roll and in. 3 buckets now for Dillon Jones. For Plankin. Hails from the Dominican Republic. Back to Jones. A little floater goes for Dillon Jones.
Get a chance to see the world. So not just traveling in the country, but this is a great opportunity for them to come and play in this Atlantic Slam.
Dillon Jones starting to feel it now. That's 9 points for Jones.
Man, but you got to definitely find a shooter, know who that shooter is. And right now it's Samaro out there knocking it down.
Jones blocked underneath. They get it back and blocked again. Not that time, though. They're going to go to him.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Dillon Jones off the deck, spinning, and that's short. They say it's a shot clock violation. Lost it. Lead is 5 again. Cunningham trying to slow things down. Here's Dillon Jones. Hip hop to the hoop for Dillon Jones.
And just a good read and take.
Back out. Shot clock at 3. Do it all. DJ blocked. Calcio and Dillon Jones goes down. There's a whistle. Far. Jones for Plankin. Plankin with those pink kicks to the guy with the green kicks. Can't knock it down. Big rebound there by Tamba. NBA or played in Europe too. And around the point for the Lakers for a while. Dillon Jones off the glass and in. Just fluid. Samaro looking up at that shot clock now at 11. Coming up to the minute mark. Three-pointer. Dillon Jones could have been a dagger. Padmas rebound.
It's the reason they were essentially the unanimous pick by the Big Sky coaches to win the league. Jones, a step-back three on the way, skips across the rim, and Dukas pulls down the board for St. Mary's.
And that's the shot that the
Kohler grabs the rebound. St. Mary's has begun 1 of 4. Jones getting inside, blocked by Saxon at the rim. Marshallonis, Mahaney in the open.
A confidence and a different look. Jones that time checking Mahaney in the half court.
Jones to the rim. Nice move and an and one for Dillon Jones, the preseason player of the year in the Big Sky. They'll try to drive met there by Saxon. 7 to shoot. Jones will pull the trigger. That's offline. And the rebound out of bounds to the Gales.
Jones tapped his chest guiltily.
St. Mary's 6 for 12 from the field. Jones along the baseline.
Wow.
Nice move.
Reappearing on the other side, using the rim as an ally. Ever made the NCAA tournament. Jones trying to get them to the promised land.
St. Mary's has won all 4 matchups between these two. Jones taking it himself to the rack.
Does such a great job, AJ, of getting his...
Bennett's use it or lose it timeout. Bennett, of course, in his 23rd season with St. Mary's. Jones lines up and knocks down a 3.
Forbes a little late in getting over that weak side.
He's got 9 in the first half. That leads St. Mary's. Jones, tough shot, able to score over Wessels, getting the other side.
Maneuvered through the key.
Jones will initiate the offense. Mason Forbes will take a turn on the preseason Big Sky Player of the Year. Blocks the shot. Oh, man. Now the Gales on the run. Marshallonis to the rim. That's blocked. Boards. Minute and a half into the second half. The Wildcats have somebody besides number 2 as Saxon sends that shot away for to shoot. Jones on Jefferson. 5 to shoot. Tough fall away. Jay is good.
That's that sweet spot. So good at that mid-range.
The freshman in the game for the Wildcats. Here's Jones. 20 points on the night. Gets to the rim and lays it in. Tough shot over Mason Forbes.
Boy, he is something in the Wildcats.
Played the whole game. He's got it with 8 to shoot. Tough long two. Jefferson altered the shot and rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Dukas. Nice.
Slipping the screen on the baseline OB.
Forbes will take a turn on Jones. 15-footer. Good. Back to a tie game.
They want to make him take the tough shot going.
To Jones, guarded by Forbes. Neither team is in the bonus. Jones, tough shot. Man, he gives the Wildcats their first lead of the game. Chu gives it up to 3. 15 to shoot. Jones straight away, has space, lets a 3 fly and knocks it down.
With a primal scream as he trots into the backcourt.
16 in the second half. Jones. He's got a game-high 29. Into the paint. No whistle. Loose ball picked up by 3. 3 to shoot. Contested. Trying to use a ball screen. Jones sizing up Forbes. 7 to shoot. Gets to the elbow. Jumper on the way. Too strong. And the rebound loose on the floor.
Group of kids here talking to Coach Eric Duff. They spent a ton of time trying to cut their body fat, become more athletic individually, and they look like a different team. And Dillon Jones
and he plays a lot more physical.
Yeah, and he is really a gifted athlete for that size. Great lateral movement, can really run the court. His biggest issue is he's got to stay out of foul trouble, and that's a
rebounding.
They are, and that's a little bit of area of concern. Here's something you got to feel good about. They've only got one turnover in 13 minutes of play, but we talked about ad nauseum last year.
Well, that was a tough pass and a nice recovery on the play there. Verplanken was able to save it, and now a conversion for Weber. Dillon Jones, is he a guy? Well, there's the bounce pass down the lane again. This time Tanner Crawford cannot convert. He went to the left hand, and Dillon Jones went to his left hand, and he can finish.
Dillon Jones, one of the great finishers with his body, and that ball leaves his hands very soft, as you just saw.
And one right there on the finish.
Just on cue. Again, leads with his body, 230.
Able to bring in some height as a substitute. That one rimmed out for the Red Hawks. And there's Jones, and that's two. I mean, when he put his head down and just went, north and
there goes four. Step back, just long. Lekalot got a hand on it. Dillon Jones the board.
Bound, finding his way to do what he does, and that could be almost three in a row for Tyler Patterson. Tyler Patterson's dad, Gary Patterson, played
his strength later, but he's able to, use his body. He's averaging, if you can believe it, a hair under 8 rebounds, and he's really under 6 foot tall. There's not a player in the country that has those stats.
Foul was on. Here's Turner the third with the floater, and the rebound pulled down by Dillon Jones. Not a name we've said a ton for Weber State in the early going.
Now, you got time for him to make his mark, trust me.
Off a 28-point performance. Shot clock is at 3. Backing down, Walker misses off the iron. Rebound for Plankin out in transition. And Weber State trying to run, but 20 and White back on the floor here. He was out for an extended time, and he misses the 3 on his first look back. It was all Ford early. He had 7 points, 4 boards. Deep 3. Great offensive rebounding team, but there have been some spurts here today where Montana State has had great second looks. Shot did not drop. Jones slipped.
And he finds an open guy.
Olmstead finds Garacki, missed the layup. There was a lid on that end of the court. And a loose ball foul on Garacki, 75 feet from rebound. Had it stripped away. Here comes Montana State. Turner, short. Jones the board.
Well, it's still a 2-possession game, Joel, as much as Weber State would like to separate and staying at home.
Garacki with the kick, 5 on the shot clock. Got a good look, nothing from it. Jones in transition. Kick, 3, Kohler. Couple of different zones the last few possessions. Ford missed. It's working so far. That's back-to-back stops. Now it's Jones. Straight downhill. Force bound.
The back cut, Oakland Ford. No good here. Here's Weber State's starting lineup. 4 players in double figures.
Tony, the Wildcats are undefeated when they may rotate all 3 of their post players through Basham. Basham has been on quite the roll here of late. His 20th double-figure game over at Pocatello, where he got 33 points. Jackson coming off a really good game for him. 15 points, 8 rebounds over in Pocatello.
Weber State with 3 field goals, all of them scored on putbacks.
Over there, just a touch pass back to K.J. Cunningham in transition for the 3.
Fort contested by Jones. Jones ahead of the court now to Verplanken. Weber State up 19. They have struggled shooting from the outside all year. On the inside, it's going to be Reynolds. He's off the mark. Weber State 3 of 10 from the outside. Northern Arizona.
Here, Jack Worstersill, the 6'8", 225-pound freshman who got great minutes for him last year, out for the year. So they start their year off without the 2 best inside.
That helped also give them that opportunity. Fort taking it all the way but can't get the bounce. Rebound to Jones. Ahead of the court. It's Blaze 3. Scores it. And Blaze 3 to at 19. The mark. Got it back. And the first half comes to an end with Weber State up by 6.
Well, a very competitive game.
With foul trouble, but was about to start finding a groove there. Battling up against Chu, can't get it as Chu stands his ground.
Nice job by Chu. Both those centers playing with 2 fouls that they got in the first half. Not people that he could guard a position in the NBA.
Basham can't get it. Jones, another double-double. That's his 18th. As he finds Cunningham, who drives the base. Oh, man, it could be slow and painful. Basham against Tamba. Left it short. Tamba grabs another loose ball. He's had some great minutes.
I tell you what Tamba has done against Bash low start where they had trouble shooting it in. Boy, they have really come alive at the defensive end. And this guy right here just leads them around. He again puts them on his shoulder.
Laughlin rises, fires for 3. He is 4 of 12 from the field tonight. Open on the right side, Camposano. 2 of 11 from the outside. Northern Arizona up 31, and they're on a 35-8 run. 2 for 12 from beyond the arc today, Northern Arizona. Verplank.
Cold sore is trying to guard him after that.
Dillon Jones, MVP against MVP. And Jones misses this one, but steps back for 3 and misfires there. St. Thomas, the best. St. Thomas. Over to Wisney on the base to the block. Over Alex Chu, and Chu stands tall on this defensive possession. Verplanken up the right side. He had 20. It was a matchup. Chu against Wisney now on the other end. Spins, now goes back to the middle, back to the base. Another move. Can't get it. Jones, the putback, draws the foul. And that is where we are for the season's lowest.
Well, that goes to what you and I talk about look at DeJour Reeves. He is just quick. Has a hiccup off that little crossover dribble. He blew by an awful good finish flag.
Abercrombie blocked by Sharanitz. That's the first block shot for Weber State defensively in 3 weeks.
Is he locked in tonight? He's playing great half-court defense.
Reynolds beats the buzzer, misses the shot. Dillon Jones, his 7th rebound. He also has 4 assists and 7 points. Cunningham goes.
Playing in his 85th game. He's 2nd on the team in blocks, 1st in field goal percentage.
Splits here, and Weber State with a 1-point lead in a game that
I'm just glad that they've given me permission.
Reeves, a mid-range jumper, is short. Dillon Jones now with 9 rebounds, coach. No surprise. 10.
That's not all easy when you're 6'11", 250 pounds to track it down.
Chu poked it away. St. Thomas grabbed the loose ball, and now Jones with his 11th rebound of the night. Weber State by really across the paint. Open, St. Thomas for 3. It's no good, and Dillon Jones rebound number 12. Up ahead of the floor. Open, Verplanken for 3. It runs off the rim, one of their last 10 from the outside, but on the inside, they've been great. And Alex Chu with 4. Thomas backing down on Verplanken. Verplanken with the strength to hold up on him. St. Thomas with some of that reach, shoots over him. No good. Jones, his 14th carom.
And see Dyson Kohler.
That a foul at the park.
No question.
St. Thomas shakes and fires, and the rebound is down to Jones. Nothing new. He has 15 and 15. Verplanken in rhythm. Reeves gets some space against Verplanken. Misfires there, and Jones comes down with it. Ahead to Cunningham. Weber State down by.
Just away from that.
Reeves pulls back with that fadeaway. It's no good, and Reeves, so far tonight, 3 of 9. Jones has been fab. St. Thomas, the MVP candidate with 17. It goes to Abercrombie, fading from the free throw line, wide to the left. Dillon Jones now with his 18th rebound. 10. Calmly 2 for 2 on this trip. 2 of 3 overall.
Well, that's a big miss there. Still huge free throws.
No good. Weber State with a timeout. It doesn't mean they'll use it. Dillon Jones, MVP, but have had a tough time creating on their own. Verplanken, no good. Verplanken back with it. Here's Blaze Threet and a whistle. What do we have here? One to lead Northern Colorado in scoring. He's back to work again. Steps inside, can't get this one. Jones, his 22nd rebound. A new career high finish. Reeves puts on the brakes, throws out to an open St. Thomas for three. High rebound grabbed by Jones. Who else? He has 23 rebounds tonight.
Tomley stops, pops. That one misses off the front of the rim, and rebound works its way over to Dillon Jones. Cross court, flips it over in for the first time tonight for Idaho State. Another free throw coming here for Arrington. Shorts, rebound, Dillon Jones. And Dillon Jones draws the foul. Here comes Parker. Slips it over to Parker. Catch, shoot, three, no. Rebound. Secured by Dillon Jones. He brings it up for the Wildcats. Opportunity here for Idaho State. And he misses it. Rebound, Dillon Jones able to fight off A.J. Bergen. Quickly ahead to Threet. They're going to call, I think it looks like it's going to be against Idaho State. That's going to be Briggs Ranstrom's third. Gets it over to Tomley. Gets the shot off to the side, no good. A good rebound there by Jones. 20 seconds. Wildcats can play for the final shot of the half. Drives. Contact, no call. Huey there for the offensive rebound. His putback's no good. Now Jones pushing it ahead for Weber State for Plankin. Against Jones. Instead, Bengals working around. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Tomley. Deep three. No. Rebound. Jones able to fight off Parker. Jones puts it on the floor and tries to draw another foul. And they're going to call on the block. Going up against Jones. Can't get it to go. Nice defense by Jones to hold his ground. Didn't give Ranstrom anywhere to go. And was able to get the rebound on the miss, too. Now Jones pushing it. Tried to. Arrington. Ranstrom. Johnson in the paint. That's off to the side, no good. There's a stop the Wildcats need. Jones pushing it. Vartiainen with it, and he traveled. Oops.
Jones guarded by Casey Jones. Shot was blocked, but he got the offensive rebound and put it back up and in. Kyman into Price, lays it off to Jones. That was then Price for three, no. Ball was tipped, picked up by Dillon Jones. When he tried to get a... Watts for three. Too hard, and Jones with a rebound. Got knocked to the deck, no call. Here comes the Wildcats. Cunningham racing into the front. Price against Jones. Will back it down against the shorter Jones. Can't finish too hard. Jones with another rebound. We saw him. He's got those 2 fouls. Keep an eye on that. Jones down the lane. Can't finish. Looked like he was trying to draw the foul. Here comes Weaver back the other way. Over the top to Price. Against Threet. Puts it up, left it short. And the rebound is Jones. And again, that's Chu back into the game with those 4 fouls. He's not good than they were earlier. Now to Watts. Big possession for the Eagles. 2.5 remaining. Backdoor cut by Hartman, and he got fouled. And he'll go to the line. 6-point lead. Jones for 3. Airballed it. Dillon Jones with the rebound. The Eagles are going to let it go. And there's a lot of smiles on the faces of the guys.
Now this year on his freshman season out of Helsinki. A 3 the other way from Quinn Denker. Corner iron, and Jones down with it. To shoot. Denker's opportunity to split a couple defenders. Swim back left and nearly had the nifty lay-in for Idaho. Neal's second free throw is off. Jones has the rebound. 2-point Idaho lead. These teams were tied the first time. 4 to shoot. Denker got to go. 2 to shoot. Denker on the drive. Caught rim. Jones had the rebound for Weber State, though. Good defense by Dyson Kohler. Back and forth on the handoff. Only 6 to shoot. Blossingame crosses it back. Long baseline jumper. Jones able to get to the rebound. 6 rebounds, 18 points for Dillon.
Quinn Danker. He was the hero the last time the Vandals had a home winner. From 3, too long. Jones, his 6th rebound's the biggest one, and Weber State erases.
Dillon Jones, unanimous MVP pick before the season, goes outside for Kohler, who hits the 3. Dyson Kohler had a weekend he couldn't miss against
off the bench. Big, strong body. Been around a little bit now. He's a junior. Played a lot of games for the Bobcats.
Jones whips it underneath. Beautiful pass to Blaze 3. And Jones does it for the Wildcats here, but they have 10. Jones going to work on Turner. Throws to the corner. Vartiainen nails a 3. Jones driving that base. Leaves it for Chu. And the all-defensive player has started to improve greatly on offense.
With a great double-digit game. His 14th double-digit game of the year. He's been around a long time.
Kohler in rhythm. And Dyson Kohler with his second three-point knock.
Will Blaze 3, the main culprit, but he was 1 of 8 on those drives. 3 for Verplanken. That's the thing that's really worked for Weber, and Verplanken now staring down at her, trying to break his man down as his pocket picked instead, and it's Jones with help. Cunningham off the glass. What a tough finish.
Great look by Dillon Jones to find his team.
Olmstead, good read. Kohler saw that coming. Jones has 3. Used his right hand off the window, and now a timeout. Weber State getting back in this game.
Leading scorer in the league. Like I said, a little bit too unselfish there.
Tamba deep. Gets that bounce. 16-12.
How about Anjay Tamba giving them
their turnover, and Kohler is the culprit once more.
Kohler second on the team in steals behind Dillon Jones, of course.
Second three-pointer for KJ Cunningham. A star game with KJ Cunningham and also Dillon Jones.
He has started every game in his career here at Weber State.
Dyson Kohler hits the three-pointer as Kohler is taking it all the way but can't get the bounce. Rebound to Jones. Ahead of the court. It's Blaze 3. Scores it. And Blaze 3, who had 19 in the win at Northern Arizona, has put his team up by 9.
And coming off a 20-point game, which is his 11th game this year, he's had 20 or more.
Verplanken, the mid-range jumper is smooth, and it's 46-40 Weber State.
Verplanken is much point lead by having so many empty possessions.
Dillon Jones backing up. Over to Vartiainen for 3, and the water is starting to get red for Northern Arizona. Vartiainen, he's had the hot hand today, and a crispy 3-piece, and a 22-point lead. His last 10 from 3, and now 11. That is uncharacteristic for a guy that's been a great 3-point shooter. Dyson Kohler inside, and we're tied at 2.
And when you're not shooting the ball good, no justice in that. That looked almost illegal to me. But you know what? The refs have been consistent. They've been letting them play.
Verplanken nails the 3 after his 20 points in Greeley.
Breakdown in transition defense to leave Reilly out there all by himself. Reilly, the transfer from Samford.
Kohler splashes a 3, and he has had his struggles of late.
Possession like there's an NBA championship on the line. And he said, when all is said and done, we couldn't be more thankful for Dillon and what he's done for our team and then the community of Auburn.
Well, he has been huge for this community. Open, Verplanken for 3. It runs off the rim, one of their last 10 from the outside, but on the inside, they've been great. And Alex Chu with 4 points right here in this second half in conference play before that.
Well, he's really good getting to the basket, but he's a 38% three-point shooter too, Tony. Look at, once again, just a precision pass by Dillon Jones.
And Thomas shakes and fires, and the rebound is down to Jones. Nothing new. He has 15 and 15. Verplanken in rhythm for 3. The young man from the Dominican Republic, who
playing very, very hard, but you look at the shooting percentage, and Northern Colorado still shooting almost 54% for the game.
Alex Chu, and the delivery from Jones, that's his 8th time. He has 5. Dillon Jones Takes the screen, now goes outside to Blaze Threet. He'll launch from three and hit. Blaze Threet, who's had some struggles shooting.
Stops in the paint, lifts it back out to Kohler. Now Jones with it straight away. Here's a three from Verplanken that rattles through. Steven Verplanken buries it. And was able to get the rebound on the miss too. Now Jones pushing it, tried to get it underneath, does to Threet. Nice pass there by Jones, able to sneak it in. That brings us.
Price inside, can't finish. Eastern forcing some shots. Here comes Dillon Jones ahead of the pack to Kohler. What a pass from Jones, and Kohler gives him a 5-point lick for those 2 fouls. Jones looking for the clear out against Casey Jones. Now the 3 ball to Cunningham, and he rattles it home.
Base, able to go up and finish.
You might ask, Louis Jordan is the 3-pointer, and again, it's for Verplanken, his 3rd 3. Jones against Kyman now. Jones lays it off to Chu's back into the game, and a nice pass. Alex Chu just his second.
8-point game right now. Weber State continues to score. If you're Eastern, you got to get stops.
3 ball, open, got it. Wide open, Verplanken, and he hits it yet another one. Now they're going to run a screen. Now he goes the other way. Jones tightly guarding Cunningham, off balance, 3, and he hit it. Oh my, they can't miss.
And like they've done to Magnuson there, and he just caught it and made him pay. And now you got a 10-point game with 8 minutes left.
Backdoor cut, great pass by Jones to Verplanken with 16. Going to throw it the length of the court to Kohler, who slams it home.
Looking to get a set run through Dillon Jones. Ends up kicking Vartiainen. 3-pointers up just in front of the horn, and we're all tied at 11. KJ Cunningham goes front court, leaves it behind for Jones. A 3 out of the corner for Dyson Kohler. Runner too strong. Jones up the floor with Vartiainen, blows past Frank, lays it in. 8-0 run here for Weber State. 5 points now for Viliami. Tyler Linhart's been out for a little while for Idaho. Tyler Murris as well for the Vandals. Earlier in the year, Alex Chu baseline slam. And that. 2 of the guys we talked about at halftime. Kick out Cunningham out of the corner. Cunningham makes it a 1-point game on that 3. His first points to 6 rebounds, 18 points for Dillon Jones. 5 assists in there as well. Verplanken lets a 3 fly, splashes it home for Weber State. 7 points now for Steven. Too long, Kohler has it. And now Jones out and running. Kohler pulling up left wing. Kohler makes it a 2-point game. That's 11 points, 760 Idaho. Jones has been the key player for Weber State at getting opportunities off this run. He finds his teammate Threet in the final timeout taken by Weber State after the bucket. Has 4 seconds to get across the timeline. Another pass over the fingertips of Rose. Jones over to Cunningham. Cunningham into the lane, and it's a 3-point game. Back-to-back turnovers forced by Weber State.
To play Division I basketball.
Dillon Jones. Bumping, backing. KJ Cunningham, an open 3 that he hits. He had a great game the other night.
As a teammate and a coach.
Jones, the alley-oop for Alex Chu, his first field goal of the game. And while his stats aren't always the most...
Weber State shooting 39%, Sacramento State 36%, so it has not exactly been a Rembrandt at the offensive end.
Verplanken in rhythm, and that's bad news for a defense.
Dillon's, as we've seen many times before, playing the point.
Alley-oop for Chu. It's the second time they've connected on that tonight.
Just a terrific pass by Dillon Jones. He never ceases to.
Jones. They can't waste too much time to foul. Ahead to Verplanken. He gets it and 1.
15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, is not really a point guard, but he's playing point tonight because Habib is out of the lineup for Portland State.
Alex Chu, the first bucket of the game here tonight. And can't get it. The ball tapped out over to the corner. Kohler with the hustle. Jones on the collect. Verplanken tries it again. Got this one. And Weber State is up by 20.
Analytics
likes Portland State. Tends to favor them just a bit. And that Jace Coburn spent his youth in a dojo. So did she. Here's a three from KJ Cunningham. And for Cunningham, a guy who's likely complete game, Weber State, all 8 players that have been in the game have scored so far, including Verplanken, who hits another three.
Verplanken, something that'll never be noted there. Weber State jumped
Weber State earlier this season. That was off the bench. He was 7 of 8 from the field in that game. Brings it back down to 19. Vartiainen rainbows a 3, and Weber State continues to pour it on.
Move. You want your best player on the court in the last 4 minutes.
A wide open look. Dyson Kohler hits money. And a big three to go back up by Dillon. Ball tapped around. It's grabbed by Cunningham. Here comes Jones. Dillon Jones, 3-on-1. Stephen Verplanken, Weber State by 13.
And a very, very nice
mark. First miss for Northern Colorado. Jones will bring it up here near side.
The NBA scouts really likes Jones upside.
Verplanken wide open for 3. Will even this one at 7. For the checked in as well as Viliami Vartiainen for the Wildcats.
I like that pronunciation, partner. As you can see, Van Planken getting in the lane right there. That paint touch, too.
We talked to him in the post game after the Idaho State game. He says he's just him. He goes out, does what he does, and he gets to the rim as Cunningham buries a 3 for Weber State.
I tell you, KJ, NBA teams for sure.
There's back to within 1. Inside to Chu. Chu spins, right-handed hook is up and in. Good pass from Jones. There's the vision of Dillon Jones. I'm trying to get it to Jones. Does really on him. Jones is going to drive. Weaves things out with 5 to shoot. Cunningham from the logo. Dagger from KJ Cunningham.
Yeah, you might be right there.
He averages about 9 on the defensive glass per game. That's number 3 in the whole country. 3-shot. Bang. Stephen Verplanken out of the Dominican Republic. Knocks down. In the Jones, out front, Verplanken. Step back. About a 19-footer. Drops in good. That's a 2-point shot.
And he's got a.
Here's Kohler with it to Jones. Those two now going head-to-head. Kick out. Threet. 3-ball. Bang. Blaze Threet. That ball. Chew around to Kohler. Out to Jones. Works around a Verplanken screen. Back to Verplanken. Pick and pop. 3-shot bang.
And that's just a beautifully drawn up play by Eric Duff coming out.
And my hat's off to both Ryan Looney and Eric Duff for what a great job they've done and how they maintain their composure.
Verplanken, a straight-on 3 is good. Both teams were. Here comes Verplanken trying to find room in the paint. There isn't any. Kohler. It'll go back out to Jones. Weber State has trailed most of this first half, and Kohler has now been hot as of late. Dice
from 3, and you look at the team that everyone's chasing right now, Eastern Washington, they have been shooting the lights out of it from the 3-point line.
This guy can shoot lights out from beyond the arc. Stephen Verplanken. Jones whips it across the court. Vartiainen slips inside, and it's a 2-point game. Kohler almost. Arrington lost the timing on his jump there, then lost the ball. Vartiainen with a crease. The lead is down to 4.
And what?
Lincoln, they find Dillon Jones. Dillon Jones can do it all. We'll be talking all night about him and his legendary career, and he drops it down low. Alex Chu with a slam, and Weber State's established themselves there with the weak side rebound, his 4th of the evening. Jones, stop and start, gets in the paint. Great find, and Alex Chu with the 2-hand hammer. That's Weber's first points here. Over 115 games. Chu back to Jones, shot clock under 10. Jones tries to go to work, kicks it out in the corner, open look from 3, and Dyson Kohler gets in on the action.
He's their second leading scorer, but leads them in blocks, steals, rebounds, minutes played, and field goal percentage.
Dyson Kohler hits the three. He had shot just 1 of 6 and scores. Linhart, the #1 player out of the state of Washington 2 years ago, gives Idaho a 12-point lead. Verplanken, the answer. And while Weber State still doesn't have a 2-point field goal.
Kid up with not much experience. This kid has been around the stump a few times. His 5th year or his COVID year, so to speak.
Alley-oop, Dyson Kohler. The junior from Draper, averaging 10.
Or anything like that. We had played extremely well throughout the entire season, so I felt good about it. I knew they would have significant matchup problems dealing with him, trying to put big guys on him. If they put a smaller guy on him, he'll take him in the post.
24% on the year. Dillon Jones down the boulevard, kicks it out. Vartiainen, tough runner, and the foul.
Really nice drive by Vartiainen. On Jones, you put a smaller guy on him, he posts you up. You put a bigger guy on him, he's very skilled along the perimeter.
Wide open, Dyson Kohler knocks down the three. Weber State was just one of their last.
Or at least deeper. KJ Cunningham, nice job staying down, staying between his man and the basket. My point there is Weber State has picked up their defense a little bit.
A goaltend.
There's that same pick and roll right down the middle that the Wildcats defended a whole lot better this time.
What a pass ahead, and Steven Verplanken gets the finish. Weber State up by 9. Nice take, great block, Kohler. Here come the Wildcats on the move. Blaze three, and it's a 15-point Weber State lead. Timeout.
Didn't finish the play by getting between Price and the basket.
Jones with some space. Chu, two-hand jam, 30-20. Weber State in the lead.
Well, you're a big jump, but did not go down.
Vartiainen, a step back three is
How
good.
about that? You can tell that kid's confidence is growing more.
2 run for Eastern Washington. 3 seconds to inbound and score here for Weber State. They throw it to the corner. Verplanken for 3, a big one that gives Weber State a 9-point lead.
A great adjustment. Eagles 8 of 12, 66%. And as I said, whoever can turn it on at the defensive end would have a leg up, and that would be the Eagles right now. Great pass.
State turnover. Here come the Wildcats. Dillon Jones leaning into Johnson. Boy, is that going to be a fun matchup to watch tonight. A 3 is good from Dyson Kohler. And the Wildcats out near the center circle with Jones. Jones again, one-on-one with Johnson, keeping those feet moving. Forced him to give up the rock. Hard charge down the lane. Kohler able to finish as he hangs in the air.
And that just came down to Jones.
Turnovers a game. Jones cradling that ball. Couldn't finish, but Allen couldn't squeeze the rebound. Jones gets it right back, finds Kohler for the jam.
Yeah, and I think that...
Attacking uniform. Transferred from Texas Tech. Began his college career at East Los Angeles College. Chu throws it down hard in the face of Allen.
Yeah, Chu wanted in on the party.
And space from three-point land, courtesy of Bobby Harvey's stifling defense. He has played outstanding ball. Great pass from Jones to Chu for the jam, and it's a one-possession game.
Storied program. Remember Harold Arsenault? And obviously, Dillon Jones is the big star now. Damian Lillard was the big star. And that was a... Gives the Hornets back a 13-point lead. They've doubled the output of the Wildcats. Line drive, knuckleball, good. Wow, it's really good. Steven Verplanken is heating up the bucket by Jones, but he gets cut off. Good defense by Kovacev. From the corner, almost sitting on the bench, and what a roll. My 3'd out to Jones. Verplanken scoring inside. Verplanken has been the outside threat big time with Kohler to Jones. Pull-up shot is good by Verplanken.
Homa in the Navy Center. Unable to connect this time. 3 once again. Off to Jones, who's been quiet thus far. Great find to Chu inside.
He facilitates, and that's exactly what you have to have.
Cannot complete the play.
Chu once again.
We said it earlier, big guys are going to run the floor.
Threets. He'll try his luck from distance. They just cannot buy one from the outside, but a second chance now for Plankin. This one drops for the Wildcats.
And that finally ices to get a little bit more rhythm offensively.
Good defense by Threet on McBride. Blaze Threets, the former D2 star at Colorado Mesa in his first season with the program, to the lineup. 36-35. Great back and forth action here from Tulsa as Kohler knocks down the tray. And now squads in the Big Sky. Classic matchup between two good mid-major teams trying to make a statement tonight. Second half underway, and it starts in a different manner than the first half.
Predict what's going to be a great matchup before you could really kind of use statistics, and we did the best we could.
You could tell the idea was, let's pair up the best of the best against each other. Let's pair middle of the pack against each other. +6 on the glass. Weber State's up by 4 with the basketball. 8 to play. Kohler. Another dagger 3 from Dyson Kohler.
Here tonight. And also interesting to see what they do with William Kyle III, who will be coming off the bench. Great matchup, great battle this evening. It starts with Threet, who hits a 3. Weber State 47.2%. In the corner, Kohler in rhythm. He's not going to miss them all. And it's now a 12-0 run, 35.
Moore 6'7", 225 is pretty handy around the basket. His season high is 9. He's got that 3 different times.
Chu off the glass, 37-32.
I didn't hear him call that, but he's made 5 3-point shots, so that play was drawn up just for him, but boy, not much shot time to catch it and shoot it.
Vartiainen had some encouraging moments.
He's the guy that has kind of made these Jackrabbits go through 4 years of his career, and as you said, really having a hard time making it go in.
Kohler from the corner, and the lead is back to 5. Weber State the rebound. It's Dillon Jones. Kicks out. 3. He's been great tonight from deep, and that continues. His 3rd 3-pointer. He has Twingari. Jones turns the corner, gives off for Ravaz, and 1. The biggest lead is now. What a response after a bumpy start to the second half.
Well, this is a program and a team that's used to winning. How about Dyson Kohler, the confidence that...
Magnifique. Here is Dillon Jones. He's been sensational. He takes all the moves and finds Verplanken for his first bucket.
There we go. What a great pass.
Starting lineup there for the Bobcats. Ryan Goraki is a guy that has really started to come along as he came from Point Loma. Alex Chu with the bunny, and it's 2-0 Weber State.
Dillon Jones
shooting from deep, just 26% the last 2 games. Corner 3 is money. And Verplanken continues to be a factor.
Be careful not to let either one of those guys get started. Again, the top 2 3-point shooters by virtue of percentage in the Big Sky.
Dyson Kohler continues to be red hot against Oral Roberts at 7:30. Another turnover. Jones to Cunningham, and Cunningham makes it a 12-1 run and a 12-point lead.
Last year, boy, has really emerged as one of the great players in the league.
Another takeaway for the Weber State defense, and they turn it into offense the other end. Threet has it. The lead continues.
What zone it is, but that's the first possession I've seen tonight that they've gone to a little bit of a zone.
Verplanken hits the 3, and the biggest lead is now 21. Stephen.
More than just shoot it in from the 3-point line. He can rebound it a little bit for a guard. He can handle it. Again, his 7th year in college basketball.
Another 3. Verplanken knocks it down, and turns it over. Dillon Jones running the paint. We'll get to the baseline, retreat. Vartiainen, straightaway 3. Yes, sir. Vartiainen buries the 3, and it's a 20. Leaves it back to Kohler.
Verplanken his 8th straight double-figure game for the Wildcats, their second leading scorer.
Oh, beautiful pass. Jones to 3, threads the needle and 3, but not a particularly efficient 3 of 13 from the field.
No, they have really struggled, and a lot of it has to do with
another beautiful pass. That one goes to Cunningham. Fan base here in attendance at the D Event Center.
8 of the 10 teams in the Big Sky in action tonight. The 2 travel partners, Northern Arizona and Northern Colorado, not playing.
Ballard. So he struggled a little bit early.
Little different role for him coming off the bench. He averages 14 points.
Dyson Kohler with a nice finish inside, and that results in
closer look there.
It may have been a little friendly fire.
Yeah, a little friendly fire.
Off the rim, and the basket is good by Alex Chu. Backed in his defender, and then just used that bit. And it was an NBA three-pointer. He was beyond, beyond the collegiate line for 3. That's about the same place, and that's about the same result as Verplanken splashes one home now.
Without fouling much. Their opponents only shooting 12 free throws a game, Steve. They left the Mountain West Conference opponent with that win over in Laramie. And
Park comes here to Ogden, Utah, but their release says the Buccaneers travel to Idaho for a matchup against D1 Weber State. So whoever wrote that, we got to work on their geography major. And Jones calling for it and has it on the perimeter. And how about that pass inside? If he makes that, and he does with an and one, what an assist. Finishing it off was Kohler, but a great find on the part of Michigan.
Dillon Jones, the leading defensive rebounder in the nation, with yet another one. Bartiainen now with a new career high made threes going through.
Right, Koyanitz tries to fight for it, but Jones comes away with the rebound. The nation's leader in defensive rebounds dishes it to Chu, and he flushes it home.
I tell you, Chu knows what to do with it.
Jones. Tipped off by Powell, but it is deflected right to Chu, and he has another dunk.
And you see why the
down with the rebound.
Oh, he's having a tough shooting night as well.
Kohler, 3-ball. Good! Huge shot from Kohler.
Wow, that's a big shot. Close to 3 3-pointers a game made per game.
Jones working on Mania, out to Verplanken. He tries a 3, and the answer, Verplanken knocks it down.
I tell you, this was.
Yeah, both teams perfect from the charity stripe. Weber State 9 of 9, Wyoming 4 of 4. Nice inbounds play for the Wildcats coming out of the timeout.
Great inbounds play.
Almost a turnover.
Almost a turnover. That is correct, Ryan. Great pass by Jones.
Cunningham, corner 3's good.
That's a great look by Jones.
Cunningham with it. Over to Jones for Plankin. 3. Good! Another answer from Weber State.
I'll tell you, Verplanken is having a career game.
Blackshear the other way. Blackshear driving down the lane, has it stripped out of the hands by Jones. Threat on the other side, an easy bucket. Could be even bigger. 3-point basket on the way, and good from Bartiainen. Now, 15 and 5 for Blackshear. Corner 3 is good for Weber State.
Then the Cal Poly starters, again, in the middle, it's going to be that international battle between Chu and the Big Fin. Well, Weber starts off quickly as they've got a 6-0 lead.
They started 8 of their 9 games. He's got 4 double-figure games, and coming off a career high 21 games at Oregon State.
And Chu goes inside, he buries it, and I believe Armstrong.
Almost, he's got such great instincts. He came that time, Steve, from the right wing all the way to the left low block to pick that one up.
And here's a home run basket right there.
14 points, and the Mustangs with yet another turnover, 12 for the 9th.
That's a long 3. And it still counts the same. Another 3 from Weber's
home, but sometimes not so good because usually the opponents shoot it pretty good in here. But this is, you've heard people talk about a good shooting arena versus a poor shooting arena. And Verplanken, third leading scorer. You can see why now with that type of range.
Jump shot from the outside, the three-point conversion by Verplanken. Obviously counter-intelligent, but you had the room there too. If you can put that trap on the sideline or baseline, that's why it's so effective, as the three-point shot is good by Verplanken. You run him out of real estate.
Averaging 17.
And he had 3 at halftime.
And he had 3 at halftime. It's really an unusual. 5th leading scorer in the Big West Conference.
Vartiainen, and he hits the three-pointer. We moved inside with 4.5 minutes remaining. And it's Jones out front with Sanders on him, and the screen from Chu, and then the roll right down the middle. So Chu took the little check, or gave the little check.
And on the break.
But that's still a good shot right there. You know, you'll settle for that.
Weber State on top, 9-6. Verplanken. First splash.
Utah Valley's, the Utah Tech's, Utah State has been doing very, very well, and of course SUU.
Oh.
There's a nice stroke and a badly.
Yep. 62-45, Utah Valley with the lead. Alec too. He'll finish that one, no problem.
Well, I don't know how you let a guy that size sneak in behind you, but
Ivy League against the Big Sky. Here's Dillon Jones. Throws it up for Chu and alley-oop.
Good read right there by Dillon Jones. Was able to steal the ball.
Dillon Jones, shot clock at 5. Jones kicks it back out, and that goes in.
Yes, Zed Martinez, he's a spot-up shooter, and when he's hitting, the Raiders are on.
Oh, and a three-pointer. The response from Verplanken. Kyle Carlissimo with the foul. He'll sit down. It's not a shooting foul. It was on the floor. Great inbounds. Dyson Kohler with the flush. Set this up. Back to Dillon Jones. Jones swinging it. Louis Jordan feeling it. He is feeling it. And suddenly, Weber State has their first lead. It's 3 of 3. I think it's 3 of 4 for Jordan. Still 3 big threes. The first lead, and Weber State extends that lead.
This physical, comes to a good jump stop, gets the defender up in the air, and he's able to get to the basket and finish.
Oh, Vartiainen will go to the line and shoot. Foul there from Lucas Steber.
Yes, again, like I said, you'll see a lot of action out on the perimeter because Gardner-Webb is playing that pack line defense.
Cunningham launching and hitting. KJ.
Badmus was able to use his body to establish position on that duck end.
The Finn flying right now. Another one. The Yami Vartiainen. Jones fakes that dribble and pass. Shot clock at 5. Jones, the pass underneath. Great recognition. Beautiful dish to Verplanken for the easy bucket.
Game, and he knocks it down. Good response from Weber State.
Projected old Big Sky performer. The three-point shot, a huge part of his game.
46 seconds remaining in the half. 20 on the shot clock. Three, and he buries it.
And who'd that come from? The 6'6", another steal.
Verplanken to Chu. Back outside, and then there's the three-point shot for Verplanken. Boy, he loves that spot up, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Montana State guards.
The team that was picked to win the Big Sky this year starts with the first possession and that turnover right out of the gate. Victories, 42% from the outside.
Well, that's the story of Weber State's season, Tony. When they shoot it in, they are really good. When they don't shoot it in, not so much.
Here comes.
And he was rewarded for that by being a member of the Big Sky all-defensive team this year.
Inside for Chu, takeaway Lekalot.
Boy, you won't see that very often, Dillon. Great cut by Goraki this half, and that's not a set play. That is just instincts there. Goraki, great basketball instincts and a great feel for the game, and he's gotten 4 points out of just knowing the point guard here in the Big Sky. 6'6", 200 pounds. His dad, of course, Sedelthreet, a long-time NBA player.
Dillon Jones stepping on the end. Oh, made it a 6-point game.
Patterson, a great read on an out-of-bounds play on his first made three. That time created an uncontested passing lane off of that offensive rebound.
Here. And off the bench, here's Brandon Walker for his first action. And a good box out and rebound by Anje Tamba, but a travel. It's funny, he said to Robert Ford, what was it like to play and looking when he threw that pass to the corner? Deflected and stolen.
Well, that's what you have to do. Try to get hands on the ball, try to make it tough.
Ability to keep them together the way he did after so many heartbreaking losses, but such a rough regular season. He's done a great job with this group, too.
Well, Tony, you hit it on the head very early in the game. You said there, just leads them around. He, again, puts them on his shoulder.
It's correctly called. It is a travel.
Yes.
Maybe at the next level, they tend to not call them for Shireen. It's in conference play. Here goes Jones. Crossing, driving left, and an offensive foul is called on Jones.
And you miss it like that, especially when you're in the midst of a run, as the Bears are.
The lob underneath for Chu. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Bears. Northern Colorado with a great rebound of the night. Weber State by 1. Jones with a great start to the second half. Is bumped. No call. Abercrombie the loose ball. Here come the Bears.
Still a one-possession game, which it would have been with a three-point lead. But at this point in the game, 3 and 2 is big difference.
Jump ball.
Anje Tamba, who also just checked in for the Wildcats. Also in is Viliami Vartiainen. Thought we had a Weber State substitution, but it doesn't look like we do. Jones tries to feed it to Chu, but Arrington able to get in the way and deflect the pass. So another steal. Tomley with 18, putting on a show. Loose ball, Bengals pick it up. Arrington on the run. Tomley, stop, pop, deep three. No, rebound. Jones able to fight off Parker. Jones puts it on the floor and tries to draw another foul, and they're going to call an offensive foul, this time on Dillon Jones. Jones once again.
Jones going to call for the high screen from Cunningham. 8 on the shot clock. Crossover against Casey Jones. Contact, no call. Watts back the other here that he's going to score in the second half. Against Watts. Stolen by Coward.
Graph taken away by Kohler. Kohler leaving behind with Jones. He traveled up at the top of the perimeter. And turnover number 3 against Weber State. Idaho suffered 5 up his second. He is out. Taryn Frank back in for the Vandals. Blossingame trying to take away the baseline. Denker comes to help from behind. They team up to take it away from. Chance to get it back down to a single possession. Looking to do so with Jones, their leading scorer, and he traveled at the free throw line. Got caught right out in front. State, he now has 7 points. The lead has seesawed between 5 and 7 for Idaho of late. Jones driving the other way. It's off his own leg out of bounds, and Idaho will take it back with a minute 7.
Circles back the other way, and Patterson forces a jump ball. Great defensive play.
Nice hands by Patterson, Austin Patterson, the 6'3" transfer from Wolford.
A number of guys have acclimated so incredibly well. Same for at least the buy-in when it comes to Coach Patrick and everybody at Sacramento State trying to put together some more wins. And there's another one.
Last 2 nights, or the 2 games, the one Thursday, one tonight. And as I said, he has had a very, very good year for them. Their second leading scorer, leads them in assists and rebounding. Reed had picked up his dribble, but a nice defensive play by the Hornets, too.
And a takeaway by Sacramento State.
And as we said earlier, this refereeing crew kind of letting them play to cause that turnover.
And many of these were giveaways, not takeaways. An offensive foul called against Dillon Jones. And so now that was the last foul for Weber State to give. 2:34 to go here. Jones, a paint-breaking drive. Kohler airballs the three. And it's a shot clock violation. Kohler, if that shot attempt counted, is now 0 of 6.
Arizona, only 6 then over in Greeley.
Here comes Dillon Jones up the left side. And an extra step. He's called for the travel. You take a look at the Weber State starting 5. Dillon Jones already with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Crossing over, stepping back. Now goes up against Johnson. Has it knocked away and taken away. Here comes Kirby. Finds Wood. 7 of 10 from beyond the arc. And such a balanced scoring attack. Jones has had a balanced game, but a turnover here. Allen has just been phenomenal with his effort on both ends here.
He's going to be. You got to get your feet outside of the three-point line, not inside the three-point line if you're coming out to guard him.
Jones lost it in the lane. A steal back by Cunningham. No, it's off Cunningham.
Best player in the game down the stretch.
Jones tried to lob it up for Chu. It's stolen away by K.J. Allen. And Portland State.
Still a 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Splitting it, losing it. McLaughlin, up court. Wildcats, Jones. Ball's popped out of his hands by Oakland. Fort. Nice job by Fort. Jones, alley-oop, lob over the top of the head. A Kohler turnover.
Jones to the free throw line, the step back, the step in. Great defense on the play by Huey, and a shot clock violation.
Once again, it's pretty simple. You got to stay
active often on the offensive end. Had the chair pulled out from under him and left it a little short. Jones rifles a pass that's tapped and taken away by Arrington. Arrington leaves off. Idaho State leads by 9.
With Dillon Jones, and I hate to say this, is just getting taken to task on his post defense down low. That's back-to-back possessions that they've gone right-bounder.
Weber State with 5 players, one of them without a shoe. That's 3. He tussles down the other end. It's out of bounds. It will go to in that last game from the free throw line. He's perfect from the stripe this evening. Vartiainen high out left. Kohler now to a rumbling Jones who tries to go to the corner. It's picked off by Bergen. Boy, has he been Ohio State.
See, that is where Parker is so dangerous in the post. As soon as he caught the ball, he looked to the open court and saw, where can I pass it? And you can't come double teaming when
from Ranstrom, the loose ball over to Jones. Dillon Jones to work on Arrington, shuffled his feet. And they caught him. A turnover for Weber State.
Street will center the basketball, dribbling with his left hand. Up top to Dillon Jones. Leads the team in basically every category. Across the street, pass that will go into the first row, and it's a Weber State turnover. Points. Largest crowd of the season echoes Moody through the Dolberg Arena rafters as Dillon Jones lost the handle right in front of the Grizzly bench.
And where he's one of the best three-point shooting big guys in the league.
2 seconds to get off a shot. Dillon Jones and Weber State's offense unaware. A shot clock violation.
Well, you hate the, nice job by Alex Chu.
On the move. Jones lost it behind his back. Frank the takeaway.
To this program and all the awards he's gotten. 12 times the player of the week in the Big Sky during his career.
What a save in here from Lawan Watts. And a takeaway for the defense. I'll get the matchup with him out there. He said if that doesn't force you to want to get better in that area, nothing else will. He's taken that personally, and it's made a big impact for him individually and for the team. A turnover.
Watts, their leading offensive rebounder, has a real nose for offensive rebounding.
Big offensive foul. One of those block charges.
The ratio on this team. In fact, 8th in minutes played. He's 3rd on the team in assists. That ball thrown away by Jones. Intercepted by Ishmael Habib. Bounce back to the wing to Allen, and a foul is called on.
Jay Allen, take it how you can get it.
Well, I thought it was a shooting foul before the timeout. Apparently not. But Allen gets his 2 anyway. And a steal. Here comes Hayden Curtis running the floor. And a foul to prevent the dunk from Dillon.
Yeah, B probably should have took that one himself.
Jones to Chew. He couldn't handle the ball. Back come the Vikings in transition. Harvey coast to coast. Missed the layup. But Those shots that were dropping in the first half are not cooperating in the second half. Offensive foul, Dillon Jones. So both Jones and Johnson have drawn a charge against one another.
Looking for Maywin underneath, but the pass was fronted and stolen. So they were trying to get to Maywin, but Scuda steals it back, goes to the bucket and rams it home. Vartiainen gives it up. Kohler. Ooh, little slip of the ball. Jones turns it over. Kovacev ends up with it. Goes all the way. Now score the first 5 of the second half. Jones, ooh, little wraparound pass. Goes out of bounds. Goes back to the Hornets. Powell. Dillon Jones is a great back to Jones. Jones one-on-one with Hamoda. Jones loses it out of bounds, and the Hornets get it. Hamoda. I've criticized Hamoda. He would understand.
Knockdown threes under pressure here late, and they have been able to get the stops when they need it, and yet another turnover right here.
McBride from the logo for the tie, too short. Loose ball.
Neither one of them 41 this year, but last year both of them had a 41-point game.
Nice take by Apple to tie this up, and then the Jackrabbits force a turnover.
A long time in a game and a half without missing a shot.
Goraki still yet to get on the board here today after a season-high 29 in Pocatello. A turnover from Weber State. They've hit a drought of over 3 minutes. And Weber State has it dialed in and hot. Here's the preseason MVP, unanimously voted on, but he turns it over here. Montana's.
Wildcats. Dillon Jones having that ball knocked out of his hand. And it's going to go to the Park University Buccaneers.
Speech from Coach Stubblefield at halftime is forget the first half. Let's try to get a little bit better as a team the second half. Dillon Jones a little quick then, palmed the ball the second half.
Cunningham dishes out to Jones, lobs it up to Chu. Knocked away, though, by Powell.
That's good defense right there. Just need to get your hands on it.
Jazz Gardner, the true freshman, into the game. The big man unloads from the outside. Nice stop on defense there from Trey Coleman. Got his hands in there. A steal for Coleman. Rolliston, now he's trying to pick the back pocket of Jones, who hangs onto it. Coleman, another steal, and a quick foul on Dillon Jones. That's just a pretty long stretch. Amir Robinson into the game. Blackshear had it stolen from behind. Ball is just popping around. That, of course, is the turnover.
Pass. And another turnover by Dillon Jones, just trying desperately to get something going for himself here.
That was just the second college bucket for
game.
And we're going to call an offensive foul. Dillon Jones looks around perplexed. They said he extended that forearm and that push off. That will get you that is good. And it's now still just a 2-point margin for Weber at 8-6. So the Wildcats scored the first 6 points early, and then they've only scored 2 in the ensuing 6 minutes or so.
Well, Bizimana just Valley, he had a tough outing, as did most of the Wildcats. Boy, he's playing, in fact, 11 points in the first half. That's his new season high.
Sanders will come in the forecourt. That left-hand dribble.
And Tu's going to complain to the officials. He thought he was fouled. And the referees will talk about it. We'll get you a final verdict when we return after this. Oh, we all, though.
Yeah, no, not me, man. I'm a TV guy all the way.
55-45, 10:50 left. And Trevin Dorius gets a steal.
Out of bounds. And out of bounds. Out of bounds. Yes, yes. Out of bounds on the baseline. Again, you know, this is Polikitis, who we might see in this last shot right here.
It is Yale basketball.
Well, what you saw there, what we saw there was Mbang. He's one of the defensive players of the year for
The Yale. Nice Street's had a good game tonight. Three. Throws it up for Tomba. He didn't need that. Mbang. Coast to coast here. Pulikitis, public. Grew up in Belgium, now plays in Utah. And that ball is stolen by Colgate.
Yes, good defense there. You know, Dillon Jones tries to drop.
For Plankin, wants to bring out a screen. Dillon Jones. Jordan. Back out to Jones. 45 seconds, lost the basketball. Cole, watch him. Here's Dillon Jones. Where's number 2? Shot clock coming down to 5, and Jones, who handles the rock-a-lock, and suddenly a steal, and here comes Gardner-Webb, and they are running the Bulldogs.
Teams have gotten up and down the court. Score is only right now 0-4. You would think it would be some more, but as you stated, Rod, they're trying to get a feel for each other.
Alex Chu tapped that ball into his own hoop. It's 4-0. This for Weber State. 5-4 on the shot clock. Cunningham back out. Jones is on the baseline, though. Great defense again. 5. Dillon Jones taps himself the rebound. Draws the crowd underneath, and a foul. And it looks like it's offense.
Eric Duff in the second season. He was a long-time assistant at Weber as Dillon Jones starts off against Joshua Jefferson, and the Gales force the turnover.
Expect a lot of
for Weber State as Jones turns it over, shuffling the feet. A minute and a half in, still looking for our first bucket.
should be a very competitive.
Jefferson has drawn the assignment on Jones thus far. Jones is 1 for 4 from the field. Jefferson pokes it away. It's a 3-on-1. Joshua loses the handle. It rolls right to Marshall. Jefferson is open in the left corner. Offline on a 3. And the Ria Dukas gets the Gales an extra possession. So he knocks the ball out of Jones's hands, off his.
May have forced a timeout if the Gales had made that one.
Right, Jones really initiating the contact, and he's called for the foul.
Coach Duff.
Second half, 49-32 is the margin right now.
They scored on their first 3 possessions, have the Riot Hawks, and Weber State turned it over.
Norton has it blocked from.
Hurry back. Patterson has been dangerous against this team. The loose ball is grabbed by Turner. Ford steps inside. Can't hit the midi.
Then from everywhere on the perimeter.
Ford stops. It's a 13-0 run and a
Jed Miller put a couple of minutes in the first half. Nice drive and kick. One more to Walker. Trying to break his man down as his pocket picked instead, and it's Jones.
I mean, he put that in a teacup for Blaze 3 to run under it and lay it up. The Wildcats flexing their muscles here. A look.
Screen from Hughes, really picked up by Chu. They throw across the river here for St. Thomas. He drives in, Sky scores, and one. Again, gets the takeaway. Northern Colorado in this seesaw battle against Weber State, and Weber State has been able to get some takeaways recently. Dillon Jones running the...
Oh. He's got those 2 fouls. Keep an eye on that. Jones down the lane. Can't finish.
Perimeter, Blossingame coming for the ball. Rose as it gets zipped around, and Gonzalez took a lot of contact. Alex Pribble couldn't believe.
13-7 the score. Powell running out of time, but does get the runner there to make it 13-9.
Powell keeping the ball out of Kovac's hands there.
Beatty goes over to Skuta. The reverse, no. Kohler collects
here in that mid-range jump shot there. And once again, Kirby attacking the paint there.
Jones with the takeaway.
Active hands. 13 turnovers tonight by Northern Colorado. As Reed scored 17.
Come outside of the right block. They want to double him. They are. He skips it over to McLaughlin. In the lane, throws up kind of a floater. That ball gets tipped up to. Let's go. Fort with it. He's working on 3. Back out to Jackson. Pull up. 16-footer. Straight line. Mid-ranger. Good.
team. I'm assuming that means that he wants to get it and go to the basket where they've made a living in the paint.
Griffin off the glass, a loose ball foul. It is going to be called on Weber.
John Thomas has the size mismatch on Verplanken. Isolated on the left wing. Will find Brandon Whitney up top. Shot clock under 10. Whitney with the floater that rattles home. It's 9.
League in assist to turnover ratio.
Price stymied on the block. Casey Jones through some traffic, and Casey Jones, who had a 25.
Now from the three-point line.
Kyman pulls back, hits the jump shot. Boy, Jake Kyman.
Offensively, where he can put it on the floor and create a shot like you just saw.
Watts with the clock running down, gets it to go and cuts it to an 8.
No.
Offensive foul called on Isaiah Johnson. Well, Scott Brown, the official furthest from the action. Blew the... Weber State has extended defensive pressure in the second half, trying to force the Vikings to play fast. Fadeaway baseline shot, Carby no good. Play by Verplanken. Kirby into the lane. Unloads to Habib. Shot clock at 5. Habib past Jones into the lane to the reverse side. Can't get it over the rim. Allen crashes in, can't get it.
Dillon Jones down 1-on-1. It is not a simple task. You've got to keep him in front, and where you've got to need help on the backside.
Isaac McBride.
Within the framework and rhythm right there for Kohler. Off the mid-range jumper, which we don't see very often. And this game has been played as you get to the middle of the floor. Off 2 feet, no.
New season high for him. His career high is 5 made threes, which he's done twice, but not this season.
Mims in the lane, blocked by Alex Chu.
Move was a step back to his left, and I'm not seeing him use that this year. And I think it's because he's just become more skilled in getting that ball to go in when he's in the paint. Put a couple guys into the game that haven't played yet that normally is in their rotation.
Williams puts the floater up with the right hand, goes off the back iron.
NBA scouts were salivating over him.
Yeah, some mocks have him as a first-round pick next year. Wenzel's 3 is off the mark.
And Weber wanted it over and back on that as Kobe Sanders picks it back up again. Now goes to the wing. And that basket won't drop for him. By the way, was a man who got tagged with that personal foul on the Jones play. So again, the margin is 20. It's just what it was at halftime. And now Sanders hits the shot as well. So I don't know why they've split those up. And perhaps it's just pregame exhibitions. I don't know. But interesting that they have not played everything at home.
Yes, that is.
Look to the high post. 5 on the clock. Stone Carewell with 2. Puts it up. And rebounded by
Caleb. Robinson launches. That's long. Rebound there by Amita Badmus. And back in the finger roll. We have the first whistle. We have a charge here. Shot clock down to 7. Corner again. Pull up. Jumper hits for DQ. Second half here at the Atlantic Slam. The first game of 6 on the weekend. Later tonight, we have Colgate and...
But he's able to read and react out there great offensively. Saw the lane, took it, converted.
The guy they call Do-It-All DJ. Doing it all, fouled.
Augustus, he's got Chu on a switch. Gives it up. Kohler is trying to defend Wessels. Jefferson takes matters into his own hands, scores on Jones.
Had him from last year, and he didn't score a point in their last game. I don't know whether he was hurt or he just couldn't make one go in.
That spin shot, a good little move to get a shot, and a look by Jamal Wright.
Going, wait a minute. Did he slip that in there?
I'm just glad that they've given me permission.
Reeves, the mid-range jumper is short. Dillon Jones now.
Rose will get to it on the perimeter, 6 to shoot. Danker's opportunity to split a couple defenders, swim back left, and nearly had the nifty lay-in for Idaho.
Pass there with his left hand, known mostly for his three-point shooting. That was a terrific assist there.
Johnson with the bucket. That is the first field goal for Portland.
And skip pass that traveled about 35 feet across the court and hit Vartiainen right in the hands with it.
What a response, Bobby Hart. Farrell throws a little wide to Kirby. Kirby goes to get it, now goes to work against Jones. Skipping through the lane, no good. Tap up, no good. Jones.
Snap and pop tonight, both on the defensive end and offensive end.
Kirby, stonewalled by Jones. Fades, fires, misses. Curtis tries to...
Bears right there. Thomas crosses over, gets in the rim. Thomas, count it. It'll go to the free throw line.
Tied up at 20. Jackson Knapp over on the left wing, guarded by Dillon Jones. Crossover move. Jones with a steal. He's the all-time leader at Weber. Back to Brandon Whitney. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Grizzlies, step back three. On and Moody. It's on the way and good. A kiss to the...
Those are the shots that you live with from Dillon Jones. Once he gets into that mid-range and end area, he is a problem.
Allen trying to answer with a three of his own for Plankin. Beats.
Back for Powell. Powell, goes up and comes down with the ball. It went out of his hand, so it wasn't a travel. He goes all the way to the bucket and he scores it. So how about the...
And the biggest factor for them is the ultimate is that they can use that slip screen. They're not going to pop out and shoot threes. They're going to the rim.
Thompson, a good sig. Another offensive board by Jones.
Chances when you get him.
Here is Thompson. Such an experienced campaigner. Fires up the three. Too strong. Jones on the end. Points a moment ago. Now a bucket was switched over to a teammate. So now 17 for Kohler after that make. The lead to 9. Bedford cannot hit the runner. Jones there for the rebound.
And what you're going to see the Wildcats of Weber State do, they're going to switch on everything, but they're not going to leave the shooters.
Cott pulls up from 18. Nothing but net. He's up to...
Good job by the Wildcats guards against the Cowboys big, really fronting them inside.
8 on the shot clock. Cott, deep 2. Nothing but net. So opportunity here for Wyoming. 7-point game. Cott stops, pops, and hits.
And he don't even need a mismatch because he can score the basketball. You see Coach Linden is clearing it out for him to go to work on Jones.
Cott, another step back, no good. Rebound by...
Watch Cott operate.
Cott, step back 3, too strong. Rebounded by Kohler.
Showed a lot this evening, not only attacking the basket, but shooting the basketball as well. Him and Brand Plackett.
Wyoming trying to answer quickly. Griffin.
A little fall away. This time Verplanken can't convert.
Now they've missed a couple in a row from the paint. That's a nice, as we talked about, come alive this second half. I don't know why it takes him so long to get going. He, just like that, he is pretty effective.
Small forward of the year watch list.
Yeah, I think he was. He was all region, all everything. Wow, nice.
Shaking.
Here he is again. Coming alive here in the second half. Blows by Dillon Jones. Throws it up from his backside. Back come Weber State.
Threes is what Eric Duff told us today in order to be successful. Here's Turner the third with the floater, and the rebound pulled down by Dillon Jones. Not a third chance. And the one thing Montana State doesn't do well typically as a team is rebound. Around and out for Turner.
Does a lot for the community and embodies what Weber State is about. And as we've watched Steven all season long, if you look at his stat sheet, it doesn't always show the impact he continues to have.
Gets it over to Tomley, 5 on the shot clock. Tomley backs out 2, he has to shoot it. Fadeaway 3, hits the side of the rim, and it's going to go out of bounds to reblock. Instead, it gets to Johnson, works it around to Arrington. He'll shoot the 3. Off to the side, no good. Rebound for Plankin. Under 4.
And you see they're not guarding Magnuson. This Coward has it, drives baseline, pulls up, hits it. Just his for a couple of years there, but he's been there a long, long time as an assistant. Kyman for 3. Oh my! He was up.
Wisney goes to work on Chu. Back out Abercrombie. And an illegal screen set by Brock Wisney. That's not.
Got to try to get something in transition.
Reeves going downhill against Jones. Gets in the paint. Crosses him up. Pulls up and left it short.
Just now for the Lumberjacks. Just underway in the second half here on ESPN Plus. Fort. Floater. Drops in good. Tear dropping that one into the...
Laluoki has it. Lost it briefly. Shot clock to 10. Brandon Whitney on the right side. Step back against Dillon Jones. Swirls one in, and Jones...
3-point line extended. Tries to get around Dillon Jones. Gives it up, gives it right back, takes the long two and knocks it down.
A little bit too much room by Dillon Jones. That is where he is really hard to handle in a full court situation. Blaze Street really nice timing on that pass, and nice assist to Dillon Jones, who ran the floor.
Ball. Utah Valley still with it. Now at 9 on the clock. Got to make a move. Dorius away from the hoop. Looks a little awkward now with 3, and there goes a break.
I want to see a lot of more man movement with that Wildcats as well as ball movement. It's going to be easier to defend come down the stretch.
Another 3. Polakidis pulls the trigger again. Finland's come on strong in recent years too with more players.
Yes.
Lori Markkanen, Utah. Here's Mbang. And Wolf and
Truly keep him from scoring, you just have to limit touches and opportunities for him to score.
3-pointer doesn't go. Again, 12.
Athletic, but just, you know, the game sort of slows down and you can watch them in slow motion. It's poetry in motion, as you want to say.
Buddy Simmons, beautiful dish to Verplanken for the easy bucket.
Yes. Saw good ball movement, good man movement. That's how Verplanken was able to get to the basket for 2.
Air ball that time, but
defensively, they don't need any help.
Largest lead for Weber was 5 in the first half. Up by 4 here. Nice slip. Olmstead's rejected. Huge block by Jones on the dunk try.
Watts and Willie Sojourner.
On the block. Munson spinning around. Great defense. Dillon Jones, the versatility of his game offensively. That helped them to their win in the series.
Well, that's a great start for the Wildcats. Dyson Kohlers has been so hot and cold, it seems, throughout the course of the conference season. Didn't score a point. You know, as they say back home, that ain't love, but it ain't bad, brother. 11-20 win season. He has done an outstanding job this year.
Takeaway, Dillon Jones, an exceptional defensive player.
And here, held ball. The arrow's headed the other direction.
Well, Dillon Jones,
when we come back.
That was a fast call, but no harm, no foul. They get the ball anyways. Great defense by Weber State. They're really turning up the heat here.
Jed Miller put a couple of minutes in the first half. Nice drive and kick. One more to Walker. Trying to break his man down as his pocket picked instead, and it's Jones with help. Cunningham on Bobcats.
Lid on the basket. Reed had a chance to put it in point blank again.
Olmstead, good read. Kohler
ran like a scalded dog down the court then, Tony, and got him an easy one.
Wisney to St. Thomas, the poke away and still from Dillon Jones. He'll take it all the way. Again, gets the takeaway. Northern Colorado in this seesaw battle against Weber State, and Weber State has been able to get some takeaways recently. Dillon Jones running the floor, and he's fouled.
Arrington. It's over to Griffin. Stolen by Jones, anticipated the pass from Parker. Jones lays it in.
And Idaho State did something similar on Thursday night, and he was able to knock down a couple shots.
Magnuson penetrates against the taller Chu, tries to drop it into Price, loose ball. Picked up by Jones.
On the floor for Weber State right now. Idaho with Gonzalez, Rose, Mims, Blossingame, and Denker, as Jones has the takeaway and the slam to put the Wildcats back.
Across the country, they'll get better and better as the season comes down to the final month.
Beatty gets in the paint, and it's stolen away. Dillon Jones, a one-on-one, slow-mo, Euro.
Points in the last 3 games.
A backcourt violation. That is now the 10th turnover of this first half.
The Hornets 10th in the league in turnover.
Clutch moments, but right now, Sacramento State continuing to try and battle back. Kovacev tries to go to Powell. There's Jones with a steal. One-on-one, takes it himself and scores.
His career. Coach Coburn starting his 11th different lineup for the game tonight this season. You're in that mid-range jump shot there. And once again, Kirby attacking the paint there.
Jones with the takeaway. For a 12-point game, 38 seconds left. Alley-oop attempt is blocked away. Dillon Jones defensively all over that. Kohler with it.
Really guarded on the switch by Chu, trying to get in the paint. Finds Abercrombie as the Bears will reset. It's stripped away by Jones. Jones has it on a run out. Jones up and hammers it home with the right hand.
That's what he's capable of doing.
Head of the pack. Reynolds turns it over. Jones takes it away. Another steal for Dillon Jones. Jones goes right down. Broadway gets the foul call.
Byron, Texas. Here's that backcourt pressure. They're looking to trap. It's been really nasty, and it's poked away. Another turnover. Jones driving.
Thomas Nunez, the crew chief that turned it over, said, I'm calling it. The Weber State bench not happy with it.
McLaughlin, when he wanted to do a three-point shot, Dillon Jones just took the ball out of his hands.
Big start here. He's second in the league in assists, second in steals, second in minutes played. How about this, Tony? He's played 6 straight games, every minute of the game.
Dillon Jones, coast to
Blank, and he had 3 points at halftime. He is the Wildcats' second leading scorer. He can sure help things if he got a little bit hot and got going.
Here comes Jones.
State to have 1,500 points.
Scramble, loose ball. It's collected by Idaho State, and it's taken away by Jones. Numbers for the Bats have been able to get the ball right at the rim several times.
Yeah.
Parker posting up, double from far away. Jones strips it, Jones steals it.
Alert play by Barchian and the freshman.
A turnover, it was tipped on, and Moody grabs it in the backcourt, and the Grizz with 7 seconds left to operate. Moody's eyes get wide, got caught in midair, and Laluoki wasn't looking for it. We'll go down as a turnover. Dillon Jones the other way. Tied up at 20. Jackson Knapp over on the left wing, guarded by Dillon Jones. Crossover move, Jones with a steal. He's the all-time leader at Weber State in that category. Tried to go Nixon in the building for the first time here this year. On and Moody, over to the left wing, inside pass to Laluoki, tried to get it out to Jordan Williams and said it's a steal, and Dillon Jones with the one-hand hammer.
Since then.
Weber State's done a pretty good job of guarding the dribble drive.
And there's Dillon Jones making history.
The now all-time leading. There's that same pick and roll right down the middle that the Wildcats defended a whole lot better this time.
What a pass.
Finisher around the basket, because when he gets in the paint, he's strong, he plays with great balance, and he is consequently a great finisher around the basket. We got
for 3. That's short. Towered the rebound, and here come the Eastern Washington Eagles. Dillon Jones pokes it away, and a takeaway for the Weber State defense.
Who Portland fans will be mighty familiar with. That ball through the hands of Isaiah Johnson. Oh, Keyshawn Saunders got it. He's got a whole row of seats to keep that ball in play. Now 3 trying to take advantage. Back outside to Habib. Wants to take Jones off the dribble. Trying to hand it inside to Isaiah Johnson, but Jones got a hand on it for the steal.
Yeah, B probably should have took that one himself.
Jones to
Cole Maywin back in. Looking for Maywin underneath, but the pass was fronted and stolen. So they were trying to get to Maywin, but beat the team picked to be the top in the conference. And a steal by Jones to the basket and lays it in. And
Oklahoma in the Navy Center.
from the corner, and the lead is back to 5. Jones. Eastern on ESPN Plus, and don't forget Montana State against Oral Roberts at 7:30. Another turnover. Jones to Cunningham, and Cunningham makes it. Patterson up the right side. And Montana State trying to get settled after giving up a run that is now at 18-4. Another tough turnover here for the Bobcats. They've had a
the preseason first team selection, Stephen Verplanken, third team All Big Sky Conference last year. Boy, has really emerged as one of the great players in the league.
Another takeaway.
It's there by Verplanken on Robert Ford III, who tried to take him off the dribble away from that ball screen.
Ford tried to dump it down. It's taken away. Dillon Jones, nifty move behind the back. Gets it back.
Inbound. Needs to get it to somebody. Finally, Thomas helps him out. Thomas double teamed and turns it over. Dillon Jones running the paint. We'll get to the baseline, retrieving and holding teams to 12 free throw attempts a game. I know we've hit on it a lot in this broadcast, but man, it's really unheard of. Jackson Knapp has another deflection, and Weber State forces another.
Here of a couple real subtle things of taking care of the ball and then guarding without fouling much. Their opponents only shooting 12 free throws a game, Steve. They left for Park Gilbert with 9 points.
He's out top now. He drew Dillon Jones defensively, who steals the ball on that kind of lazy little bounce pass. Oh, good ball movement.
To extend this lead to 16.
Yeah, they shot well over 55% in the second half, Ryan. They did a good job. Weber State shooting the basketball. You see a steal right there. You're going to probably see Jones hold the basketball.
Free ball on the way. That one long from Verplanken. Here comes Keenan Blackshear the other way. Blackshear driving down the lane, has it stripped out of the hands by Jones. Threat on the other side, an easy bucket. They're now 3 of 9 from the stripe. Davidson trying to weave it in there for Foster, stolen away. Here comes Jones. Amir Robinson into the game. Blackshear had it stolen from behind.
Defense, they're playing with a little more enthusiasm. It's amazing when that ball goes in for you, how it changes your mindset on the basketball court.
Weber State picks up the ball on the turnover, things he wants his team to work on, just like Weber was working on that soft press, things that you want to have for later in the season for your team.
Yep.
And you want to be able to practice it in a game situation.
Yes.
You can't.
Ball, Utah Valley still with it. Now at 9 on the clock, got to make a move. Dorius away from the hoop. Looks a little awkward now with 3, and there goes a breakaway for Jones. Opening tip. Jones with the man in his face. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Toulson and Utah Valley. Then thrown away. Beautiful defense by 15 and some change left. Stone Carwell gets stripped. Jones comes away with it. There's the feed down to Kohler. And Kohler missed.
We have some formed players on this team, both sides, and
stolen here. Jones, Dillon Jones trying to get his offense going for.
But he's able to read and react out there great offensively. Saw the lane, took it, converted.
The guy they call Do It All DJ. Doing it all, fouled by Lazar.
Mahaney had 8 of the Gales' first 11. He's been scoreless since, tried to thread the needle, and Jones with the steal. In the open floor, to the rim, can't finish, late whistle and a foul.
Duffy's name is not the easiest to pronounce, but he's the one who's into the game for Benedictine. Oh, steal again, another turnover created by the Wildcats. Those quick hands on that play.
Maybe in all of college basketball. 6'6", 235, always leads with his body, and that ball leaves his hands. very soft, as you just saw.
And what?
He's got great pace to his game. He's never in a hurry. Very, very seldom do you see him out of control. And he just picked up another steal.
The plank.
Gone now over 3 minutes without scoring. They're looking to end that on this possession. Iraqi goes to Lekalot. Give and go. Nice pass.
Man, and so that's the assist we're talking about. You know, he draws two and he finds an open guy.
Olmstead finds Garacki, missed the layup. There was a lid on that.
Tough defensively. They don't need any help.
The largest lead for Weber was 5 in the first half. Up by 4 here. Nice slip. Olmstead's rejected. Huge block by Jones.
You retreat step, and then he hits you on the step back. Impossible cover.
Late first round, early second round is the draft talk. Olmstead, though, is going bucket for bucket on Bobcats.
Lid on the basket. Reed had a chance to put it in point blank again.
Olmstead
ran like a scalded dog down the court then, Tony, and got him an easy one.
Wisney to St. Thomas, the poke away and still from Dillon Jones.
In a hurry.
Wisney goes back to Reeves. Who gives back to Wisney, covered by Jones, inside to Reynolds. Langston Reynolds. The Bears have hit 8 of their last 9 from the field. Now 9 of their last 10. And
of their last 7. Arrington, Randstrom, Johnson in the paint. That's off to the side, no good. There's a stop the Wildcats need. Jones pushing it.
And Idaho State did something similar on Thursday night, and he was able to knock down a couple shots.
Magnuson penetrates against the taller Chu. Tries to drop it into Price. Loose ball. Picked up by Jones. Eric stripped for 3. Left it short. Watts kept it alive. Second chance. Eric Strip on the great pass from Magnuson.
A nice draw and kick there by 3, but that's about the 4th possession in a row. They've driven it right through the paint.
Isaiah Johnson with a nice find by.
This will fire a triple. That's no good. And Wisney grabs the backside rebound. It's knocked away, but Abercrombie's there. St. Thomas right to the rim. Score it for UNC. Second chance points ahead of the pack. Reynolds turns it over. Jones takes it away. Another steal for Dillon Jones. Jones.
Between the shot clock and the game clock. NAU with the ball. Fort, 15 to shoot. Bounces it into Basham for a dunk.
A great maneuver there.
Their roster gets depleted, but they have always played hard and competed.
Parker to the rack. And he cuts it to a 10-8 deficit.
With that great length.
Huey squares up, now backs down. Nice deflection 3, great recovery, and finds Arrington for the layup. Underhand pass. Huey put it off the bottom of the rim.
Year maybe to be a preseason all-conference pick.
Parker, the matchup against Chu, goes to Bergen. 1 bounce, strong take. 8.1 was a fortuitous bounce that led to a layup and an and 1. Parker, the spin move on the base, the pass underneath Griffin, got it. A big basket for Idaho. Championship in football. That's a Flintstone. Wearing all his Michigan gear out there. He's from Flint, Michigan. Rose deep in the paint, and he stops the bleeding with that bucket.
Ball away, reverse pivot, looking for Casey Jones coming down the, executing that backdoor cut.
Ethan Price draws the foul.
Back outside to Habib. Wants to take Jones off the dribble. Trying to hand it inside to Isaiah Johnson, but Jones got a hand on it for the steal.
Yeah, B probably should have took that one himself.
0-0 run. 35-28. Weber State starting to pour it on here.
And that's a nice job by Kohler getting his feet set, ready, what they call shot ready.
Patterson up the right side. And Montana State trying to get settled after giving up a run that is now at 18-4. Another tough.
The free throw line.
Both free throws are good for Dillon Jones. He's got 5 points on the night tonight. Another pass down low to Jones, and he will get the holding teams to 12 free throw attempts a game. I know we've hit on it a lot in this broadcast, but man, it's really unheard of. Jackson Knapp has another deflection.
5-0 run to stretch the lead back to 10. Wenzel to Maniau. Reverse layup's good.
Offensive rebound, Nick Davidson. Lucas penetrates, finds Blackshear. Now Coleman underneath. So it doesn't look like it's anything serious, at least with KJ Himes. Something maybe not super comfortable right now, but nothing to be overly concerned about. Out of the timeout, inside for Daniel Foster. They're now 3 of 9 from the stripe. Davidson trying to weave it in there for Foster, stolen away. Davidson to Robinson, the freshman.
Things he wants his team to work on, just like Weber was working on that soft press, things that you want to have for later in the season for your team.
Yep.
And you want to be able to practice it.
What I see wrong with the portal
It's
there.
missing both, Brandon. It's not just for the players. The players don't get a chance to stay with one program, get used to playing with guys, and the teams aren't quite as good.
Don't Chew having good, strong hands, but if they can get some more production out of their post play, that would really help them out.
Oh, again, good passing, dishing the basketball.
And
Danny
blocked
Wolf.
by Danny Wolf.
Howling tonight underneath, easily done, Matt Nolan. So one. Gardner Webb running Bulldogs have run right back into this. Down 2. Underneath to Robinson, puts it up and in over Dillon.
What do we have?
Look for Julian Samaro, I'd say. 7 seconds, 6 seconds underneath McCalcio. Oh, with 4 seconds to go. Lays.
They'll lead back to 14. Mahaney into the paint, hits the cutting Forbes. Had the shot altered, maybe blocked by Tamba. Marshallonis hits a back cutter. That's Forbes, gets a man in the air, lost the ball, out of bounds.
He's got right to the rim, either off a hesitation or a crossover dribble. As I said, what a great pickup he was.
Great pass by Johnson.
Yeah.
That's going to be an interesting.
Eddie Turner the third, who worked on Wall Street during this past summer, goes outside. Patterson short on his first 3.
Who's the tallest hog at the trough, so to speak, here in this game? When he gets it that close, you might as well go get a hot dog.
Goraki, who was 20%.
Boy, you can't hardly win one.
Ford
Nice
breaks
job
the
by
paint. Turner launches for 3, and the
Olmstead works out here. Turner, Columbia transfer. Good kick. Garaki's had a great night, but he leaves the 3 short. Rebound to see the guy behind him and not get caught up. Walker spun, probably walked, kicks for 3.
Fort looking to go to Jackson, posting up against Verplanken. And outside, here's Camposano for 3. He's been phenomenal from the outside. 60. That one.
Dillon Jones with his 14th rebound and his 18th double-double of this year. Boy, it'd be good to see Kohler get going again. And after he hit that one, after having an 0 for night at Pocatello, as I always say about Dyson Kohler, he never.
From the Bears, St. Thomas throws it across for Reynolds. Reynolds fires for 3, no good. The rebound, overtime game headed for what should be a dramatic finish. Reeves puts on the brakes, throws out to an open St. Thomas for 3. High rebound is good. 8.6. Northern Colorado to St. Thomas for 3. No. Rebound.
$1:30 to go here in this first half. Here's a 3 for Arrington. Good. Malik.
Price. Eric Strip for 3, left it short. Watts kept silence the crowd.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he's gotten 2 wide open. If you're Eastern, you know he's looking to score.
Eric Strip open for 3, again left it short. Watts get that to go. Big rebound that time by Eric Strip. Hartman for 3. Got it! Sabat.
Very seesaw affair here in this first half. Frank's 3-pointer off the mark. You're out near the basketball. Cunningham didn't see the loose ball from Neal. He would have had an opportunity for a steal. Denker to Gonzalez for three. Gonzalez had one earlier. Neal to make it a one-point game after Idaho had its largest lead of 6 not too long ago. Quinn Denker going to let a three fly. That's cooling down for Idaho. Shoot. 5 to shoot. Denker dropping off Rose. Blossingame has to let it go with the timer low. And boy, Trayvon.
They want to shoot that 15-footer.
Here comes Powell again. On the block outside, a three from Hamoda, and he swishes it. He finally knocks down a bucket.
He's got to get out and get a driving line, pick the ball up a little further out on the court. You can't spearhead your defense at the three-point line.
Jarrell Satterfield has this 23. Their second half start, much better than their first half. Johnson, a reason why. Harvey, another reason why. He hits this three to cut it.
Season. And really he's going to drive. He finds Reeves open for three. Off the window, no. Reynolds is there, and Reynolds.
Down 19-8 at the 10:54 mark. Ball screen for Fort. Swings it over to Camposano. 3-shot. Off the mark, no good. Off the iron, Colt. Here's Basham. Working on Tamba. Out to Fort for a 3-shot. No. Rebound, though, by Jackson.
As Street just did, and Street is a good rebounder in general at 6'3", 220.
Parker can shoot from out there, but he misfires here. The long rebound margin in the country while he was there.
Well, he told me after their win here in the D Event Center last year, and again, Big Braden Parker.
Josh Vasquez turns it over to the left side of the floor. Brandon Whitney wiggles his way to the block. Outside Thomas, he'll try it again, and there it is. 1,000 points. Close games. The Grizzlies, quite the opposite. Just 3 games played within a single-digit margin and none closer than 6. Here's Moody from the parking lot. Misses that one off, partially blocked by Laluoki. Gets the ball to Brandon Whitney. Grizzlies have numbers. Whitney over to the right side of the floor. Thomas, his mid-range jumper is good. It's a 9-point as the Grizzlies play a game of keep away against Weber State. Whitney looks to drive, finds Moody open. Here's a right wing three. Moody thought it was in, but Brandon Whitney.
Really nice weak side defense by Vartiainen there on that post catch.
Catch and shoot three from the outside is no good here from Blassingame.
Closure, so to speak, got themselves back in it, and looks like
Denker launches, misses. Idaho
State, this kid has been on the come for the last 2 months.
Rose goes across the river for Linhart. Linhart no good on the three-point attempt.
5 points early, has not scored since then.
Cut off on a double team, splits the defenders. The ball rotates, and a good look three for Kyman, rims out.
Wow, that did everything but go in. That point line to start the half, and Weber State 1 of 4 from the three-point line, so they're trying to trade threes for close twos.
Coward. How the Vikings contend with Mr. Jones. Actually, Johnson's still out there, beg your pardon. Into the corner, Bobby Harvey lines up for three, around and out. Rebound snatched by break points. And despite giving up 8 more shots to Weber State, Vikings have hit 5 more field goals than the visitors. That 3-point field goal attempt from Jarrell Satterfield keep possession. Kirby. Saunders open three. Nothing but nothing.
Or Roberts will give that up.
0 for 9 so far tonight are the Wildcats from distance. Thompson in and out. One down to get things started in the seconds.
Second on this Wildcat squad in threes made this season, but it was off the penetration and just feet set, ready to shoot the basketball. You can tell.
Games. Easily is the team's leading three-point shooter and free throw shooter. He is kind of the guy that makes this team go.
And a 3.5
in the last 2 games, has failed to hit a three yet here tonight.
Easily no good here.
He could have his 48th career double-double in common odd way, assists and points.
Mims too far. The rebound, and Zeke Mayo nearly lost it out of bounds.
That was that little left to right crossover I said he was so good at that time, just lost the handle on it. Rebound in the win over the Grizzlies on Thursday.
Corner three, no good. Garaki still yet to fight.
And only had 7 rebounds, and you kind of scratch your head anytime Dillon Jones does not have a double-double. We're so used to him doing that.
Like a lot, misfires.
They've turned it over. That has led to baskets for Weber State at the other end. So Coach Logie telling his team, hey, guys, we got to take care of it.
Patterson, short. They're one.
I talked about him coming off of Patterson to help. He knew exactly what had happened there when Patterson hit that last three.
Lekalot off the mark. Block to Naduka. Outside for Patterson. And now here's Turner for 3. Eddie Turner, who played for Brandon Roy, who was his high school coach.
B.J. Cunningham, Coach Duff playing him and Blaze Street a lot together.
3 from the baseline, missed, and the rebound pulled down.
Played a pretty challenging road schedule, so to speak, before the Big Sky. Of course, both teams with Big Sky games coming up this Saturday.
Moody dancing around the three-point line, works right, then finally gives back to Whitney.
See Weber State with that great size on the perimeter.
He's got the bucket, and Dillon Jones with 13 points on the night tonight.
Such a tough matchup is Dillon Jones. You put a big guy on him, he takes him to the hoop. You put a
matinee this afternoon here on ESPN Plus. Nice to have you aboard as the three-pointer bounces off the back of the iron and then goes out of bounds. It'll be Weber State basketball. And
nice job by D.J. Cunningham defensively there, staying down, staying between his man and the basket.
Shot by Ballard.
Flirted with the NBA a little bit, and the NBA scouts are very high on him if he decides to come out this year.
Wenzel, corner 3, nothing but net.
And that's when on defense. So if you get them into a mismatch situation, big on little, you can always have your chance to score.
That one's from Cheyenne, and it's off right.
Trey Coleman on the drive, kicks out to Lucas. Lucas for 3, came up short that time. Good from Los Angeles, and a couple of threes in the Wolfpack loss against Drake. Foster being swarmed, finds Coleman for the open look, and Trey Coleman. Lucas now on the drive baseline, sends it over for Coleman. Coleman, who hit a triple earlier. Blackshear's going to take a 3. A rare 3 from Keenan. Decent from beyond the arc, 5 of 14. For Plankton's hit 2 of them. Nice set play there for Jared Lucas. Catching Rollison. Lucas. Jazz Gardner back into the game along with Hunter McIntosh. Lucas, another 3. He's feeling it now.
Defense has been consistently good because their effort has been good every single possession there. And especially little things like that possession. Dillon Jones is trying to back down Hunter McIntosh.
And straight. Good movement again, finds Lucas. He leaves it short.
Second, Kohler has been a little slow getting started. Only 1 for 6 in their last game, 0 for 3 from the three-point line. They really need for he and both of them, but one of them was a charging foul. A lot of folks may not know if you get an offensive foul, that goes down as a turnover.
That shot comes up short.
Own Cold Carrawell. With 8 on the clock, McClanahan now thinking about it with 6, 5 spins, kicks back out. Caleb, he puts it up. And
even if it's not overseas money, it's NIL money somewhere else.
Totally. Just the changing landscape of college basketball and college sports in general as Carrawell, Stone Carrawell in the key, kicks out to Toulson. Stone Carrawell again from long range. 34-30, 90 seconds left in the first half. Toulson lets it go. Ooh.
Yes, 2 teams will leave out of here 2-1, and unfortunately, the other 2 teams will leave out 1 and 2.
Yanking it down is 3.
Score at will, do all the things that he's doing because he has a good feel for the game. That's what makes him exceptional.
Woodward up and up and up, and no, the pumps don't work. The double team. It's the bounce pass from Moffitt. Keegan. Back out to Moffitt, and he knocks it down. Here in the lane going. Braden. Side pass, and a foul.
Yes, he's up under control. He's poetry in motion right now.
Deep three from the popcorn stand. That one's off. It's a time still on the shot clock. Down to 10. Badmus turns, spins, back out. Samara. And it won't go.
Jefferson with 15 to shoot. Dukas, long three. Jefferson, the offensive rebound, and a foul on Cunningham. Mason Forbes has returned for the Gales. Big man Anjay Tamba back in there for Weber State. Dukas three comes up short.
Maybe press.
Feeds Saxon, 12 to shoot. Saxon, top side, Mahaney for three, curls off. And the rebound.
Guarded tightly by Blaze 3. So the clock at 5. Garaki running out of time. Fades away. Shot clock.
Wildcats have three legitimate post players. One, Armand Ravaz, who has not played a whole lot here of late, but he's 6'11", 230.
Jackson ends the early game drought here for North.
Nice pass by Kohler there. Just a touch pass back to K.J. Cunningham in transition for the three.
Fort contested by Jones.
1 for 9 the other night. Boy, you're nitpicking to find something he did wrong the other night after 9 assists, 23 rebounds, and 30 points.
The game has been unbelievable. Everybody onto their feet. Here comes Willie on the drive, has it stripped out of bounds. 10 seconds left. Weber State wants.
Tomley stops, pops. That one misses off the front of the rim, and rebound works its way over to Dillon. Winding down again. He's been working magic in these situations. What is he going to do now? 3-2, step back three. Again! Miguel Tomley. Huey provides the screen. Switch, Jones on Tomley. Here's Tomley, another three. Back iron this time, and the rebound secured momentarily by...
For Weber State.
Yeah, Kohler, that's the second one. Just catching it wide open.
Price inside, can't finish. Eastern
offers out to Blossingame. No shot there. Jones got a hand in. 3 to shoot. Blossingame, what a quick trigger. Rose. Now Neal, Denker, Frank, Gonzalez, Rose on the floor for the Vandals. Here goes Neal around the corner. Neal head of steam to lay it in. And first points for E.J. Neal. The inbounds. Idaho a chance to get the lead back up again. 6 was the largest for the Vandals. Here goes Neal. Oh, the finger roll would have given Idaho its largest lead. And go into the end line. See the next 5 there on your screen as well for Weber State. Denker trying to step it in the elbow. That's a tough shot. Did graze iron. Chu has the board, though. For
shot off there. Had not Patterson got that ball, as I say, about waist high on the way up.
Hamoda yet to put it in the hoop. And he doesn't draw iron here. It's a shot clock by
his career. Coach Coburn starting his 11th different lineup for the game tonight.
Poor pressure,
yes,
compared to what they usually bring.
Well, I think when they were going through that tough spot, they were just trying to find something that gave them a little more energy at the defensive end. Eric Duff, yeah, he is pretty busy down there himself. He's doing a great job of running his team.
Saunders had to go a long way around Dillon. Johnson whips it across. Kirby is now going to go back outside. A patient possession. Not necessarily what they need, but they do need a three-point bucket, and they get it from
Reeves. With 2:11 to play, Thomas spins off, no good.
So a great crew on board. Here's McLaughlin, step left, 3 shot, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by C.J. Ford, who's coming to
turn it up a notch. He's flipped that switch. He's being aggressive, going to the rim.
Here's Ford, floater in the lane, drops in good. Back in, it's a 4-point lead for the Wildcats. Fort working the dribble, attacking Jones. Throws it off the glass, no good. What kind of a save was that by 8? 7 to shoot. Here's Basham for the high ball screen. Works around it twice. Over to Ford. 3 to shoot from outside the right elbow. Ford's jump shot no good. Carson Basham.
State has tried to put on more pressure. Arrington spins. Arrington tries to shoot over Jones. Comes away with no.
10th on the team in scoring. Brandon Whitney with 14 first half points. Trying to remain perfect. Gets to the right block and does. He's 7 first.
But he has continued to do work on the defensive end on Steven Verplanken. Kirby's got to get away with a fadeaway and knocks it down. That's as big as
12-6 our score. The Wildcats #1 in a lot of categories. Scoring defense is what they're really good at. And the Hornets get another inside bucket.
That answered what was a 9-0 run for South Dakota State. These two teams just trading punches, including this guy, Zeke Mayo. No good here.
And picked up William Kyle III and made sure he didn't get anything easy out of that transition.
Mayo with a crossover. The long 3 is good, and the drought is over.
Nice spin move. A kiss off the glass wouldn't go for Jones. As the drive by Williams, the layup up and good. Getting around his man, getting into the lane, and
13 against Wyoming, so he has really been productive as a starter. He was the leading scorer off the bench, and again, Eric Duff kind of shuffling his cards just a little bit. Now in the game, L.C. Ballard, the 5'10 guard from Oklahoma City.
He was an all-Cal Pac performer. That's their league. In Helsinki, Finland, having a tough time of missed on successive three-point attempts on the last 2 possessions.
Vartiainen and the coaching staff is so high on his feel for the game.
She's at the rim.
The lead is back out to 12 for Weber State. Deep 3 from Griffin, and he knocks it down.
Early in the broadcast, Cowboys had to keep this game in the 60s.
Griffin drives, nice shot off the glass, 4-2.
Have to fall in love with that three-point line then after that, and I think they have taken a couple, maybe a little bit too early without kind of probing the inside or getting the ball reversed.
It's a lot more fun. I miss the coaching, but I love watching these guys play.
Well, you're a dad first, and that's the most important thing.
Big 3 here. Line records underneath. Keegan Records is watched by Kohler. Again, shot clock into the single digits. Oh, nice play. The runner from Braden Smith is a... Calcio is out there. New York. And they want to go.
With the left hand. Out to Forbes. 15 to shoot, 1:11 to play. Mahaney with the left hand, can't finish. Offensive board to Saxon, and he puts
the Benedictine team against KJ Cunningham, and they couldn't exploit it. Oh, Dillon Jones, that's a better matchup.